Beginning and say hi to everyone.
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
Hi, everyone. Here with me today is Rowena and Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to start at the beginning and see who's all here. If I can get my thing to work. There we go.
Burnt the heck out of my finger.
Would you cut it?
No, I burnt it on my pressure cooker. The steam was coming out of the thing, so I was trying to turn it off so I could I was trying to get it quit so I could come out here. That's why I was late.
Yeah, I saw you come on and then you were gone. I said, oh, I wonder what happened. Hi, Carrie Leonard, Melissa Feldhouse, Donnell Stitchery, Linda Denton, Peaceful Des.
Yeah, I hope hubby's back gets better too.
I threw out his back.
Peaceful Des says hope hubby's back gets better.
Hi, Sharon J. Hi, Deb Somerville. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Hi, Mary Webb. Hi, Beverly.
And Nightbot. Lots of Nightbot.
Hi, Jim Pollock. How are you?
I have good news on the home front.
Hi, Deb.
I got a good night's sleep last night.
Oh, well, that's good. Hi, June Hansen. Hi, Sarah's Quilting Journey.
Yeah, and she didn't wake me up till she didn't want to get up till about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Was it 8:30? Yeah, but it was late for her.
Okay, I think that's everyone.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll
start with this one box. Wait. I got lots. Whoop. Lots and lots of stuff. I'll start off with the prize I won. No, that's just the purchase.
Yeah, that was a big one.
There. Yeah. Let me see. I'd have to push this out of the way.
Some more toys too, baby.
No, that ain't gonna work. Maybe overhead.
Can y'all
there
hear
you can
her?
See now.
Can y'all hear her?
A little bit.
I'm just gonna put you over to the side while I
you got
show
charm
what I
packs.
won.
Ooh, those are pretty.
I won this from Flamingo Toes. Beverly McCullough is the designer for Riley Blake. I won 3 charm packs, and they are Bellissimo Gardens by Riley Blake. I won one of her patterns.
That's neat.
Yeah. And a layer cake of low volume.
Yep.
Low volume. So, and that's enough to make the whole quilt.
What's the name of the pattern?
Sunshine and Daisies quilt pattern. Flamingo Toes, Beverly McCullough. It has a finished runner in there, 22 by 56, and a finished quilt, 60 by 76.
Declutter quilting is backstage.
Oh, okay. Let me get there.
Oh, you even got a pattern with it. Wow.
Yeah.
Hello.
Quilt. This is enough to make everything except for, I think, maybe the borders and the backing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good deal.
It was a good deal.
I was excited to win it.
Yeah, I
was
guess.
Like screaming here. Good thing I wasn't on her stage. Now, this huge box I have here is from Declutter.
Colby wants to know if he
yeah.
can come, she or he can come up on the panel.
Who? No. This is just sewing with the girls. So sorry.
Ow.
I can put it back to regular size. Welcome, Dee from Declutter Quilting to the channel. So I'm just going to open one thing at a time and put it on here.
You don't need to chew on me. I'm not a chew toy.
Maybe it put this up and down a little bit more. Yeah, there. She made all this stuff on her 3D printer. And this, you know, when you're chain piecing, you need to cut.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. Maybe I should put this one down.
Can you change the blade in it?
Yeah, it can change.
Yeah.
You can push it out and put a new blade in.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm going to see if I can put it down because I can't tell where. There, that's
Now-
better. See
Now,
there.
where did you get that from, Mona?
Declutter? Deb at Declutter made all this stuff that I'm going to be showing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you sell them, Deb? Or do you?
I haven't thought about it. It was something I designed a few days ago.
Ow. Ow.
Show the other side, Mona, because it's two different colors.
Okay.
Is it purple and pink or
There's
blue?
that size. Whoops.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's like purple and pink. It's showing up blue, but it's more
Sure,
of a.
blue, yeah.
Well, I guess it is blue with the from the light. It changes colors. Over here, it looks purple.
It's my colors,
So it's
too.
really cool. And she made this on her 3D printer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I didn't want to set anything out because I didn't want to lose it before I showed everybody.
You burnt your finger.
Is this camera better than the overhead or should I switch back?
That's
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Okay.
Ow.
And this is a little bobbin case
Hey.
that she made. It says bobbins on it. And then it has the little
Ow.
plastic things that go
Oh,
around
yeah.
the bobbins.
Uh-huh.
So, and this is great. It's just the perfect size if you're going to go on a retreat or,
Ow.
you know, anywhere. But I'll keep it here
More
for me to use because it's prettier than the one I have. And this is the magnetic pin holder. Can you see it? And it goes on your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can put your pins on there.
It comes
Wow.
off of that too.
Ooh, very talented.
Oh yeah, it sticks right there and it don't move.
Yeah, but you could take it off the band if you want and stick it on something else.
And this one it's weighted and it has a magnet in the middle for your pins. Can you see it good?
Keep them
Uh-huh.
shut. Keep them
Yeah.
shut.
It looks
And
like
it's
that.
really heavy, so I'm going to use
Yeah.
this to weight my ruler.
A lot of pins.
Yeah, I only have a few pins, but I'll be putting some in there.
I have a lot of pins,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
And look at my sign.
Oh, that's cool. I like
Isn't
that.
that cool? I'm going to try and screw it on this shelf behind me. And these are little tags for my bags. Let me get one out of here. It says Mona did what on the little tags, and you can just sew those on to your bag. Isn't that cute?
I was experimenting.
Yeah, I like them. I was so excited. I was going nuts over here. Let me set this down here so you can't peek in the box. And these are clips that you can clip your binding, or if you have something you want to clip,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah,
like
they're-
ribbon or
Paper clips or whatever.
paper clips. And it says Mona did what?
I was
That's
just
cool.
experimenting, trying to figure out if I could make the text go on there right. So
And look at the little dog bone.
Cute.
And then there's orange
Uh-huh.
and the green. And these are for your binding or ribbon or lace or whatever you want to put on it.
Elastic,
Yeah, elastic.
Velcro. Yeah.
And it has a clip that you can take off and lock it on there. It locks right on. Well, you could put this on your end, but it stores right on your little clip.
Mm-hmm.
And there's and it's sparkly like glitter. Isn't it cool? And this one, these two
Oh,
have
that's cute.
hearts.
I like those. Yeah.
Yeah, those
Aren't
are
they
bigger ones.
adorable? And the heart comes off. Oh no, this one doesn't.
It does. You have to peel it off from the top, Mona, where the heart splits in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Just pull it. It'll be fine.
Now
No,
my hands aren't working.
no,
The
no,
other way?
no. Pull it like pull the heart from the back.
Oh,
There you go. No.
there.
Yeah, there you
Gotta
go.
be smarter than the thing.
Yeah.
Now, what are those for?
For
Stores
binding
on.
or whatever.
Well, okay.
And then you can use this to hook on, the end.
Yeah.
Keep it from undoing.
Yeah.
Always tissue.
And then I'll show you the next two.
Okay, Audrey girl. Put you back in your spot.
Like this.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. Good for binding. Yeah.
Yeah, it works good.
And
Mm-hmm.
this is a seam ripper,
Oh, that's nice.
and it's got a poker thing, that when you're sewing
Stiletto.
to hold stuff. And then the seam ripper is over here.
Mm-hmm. I like those.
Isn't it cool?
Uh-huh.
And it changes colors when you
see that.
turn it.
I see that.
Isn't that awesome? And then I have a matching seam roller,
Oh, cool.
and it changes colors when you're rolling or
And what did you do to deserve all that?
fell down the steps.
Fell down the steps.
There's a note in here I'll read. If I didn't know if she wanted me to read the note or not.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't going to. And it came with a little kitty note. And it says, P.S. I was having a little too much fun with my new 3D printer. Hi, Mona. I have sent you a bunch of things: binding holders, paper clips, sign, seam ripper, bobbin box, bobbin clips, magnetic pin cushion, magnetic wristlet pin cushion. It will come off the bands, seam roller, thread cutter.
Wow.
I hope you are feeling better. Thanks for your support, Deb. So I thought that was super duper nice.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
I'm glad
excited.
you liked it.
What?
I'm glad
Oh, I
you
love
liked it.
everything.
Oh, yeah.
I even have a tray over here to put everything on so it won't fall off my table. And I can move it back and forth.
I like that seam ripper. That's neat.
Yes. I
I've
do
been making
too.
those seam rippers for, I don't know, a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'll just put that up there for now. And, well, I'll put these right here for now. I'm not putting them back in the box. And let me help hold my card up now. There. So that was so exciting. I'm like, I didn't order anything. And then I got that box and I was like, woo-hoo.
He does have a birthday coming up, though.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And this
Well,
is, oh,
you know, it's almost as much to send just one thing as it is to send a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah, it is.
I just filled up the box as much as I could.
all right, I'm going to put this back.
Pad better go to bed. I can't. I need to sleep.
And then I think I'll just hold. No, that's too low.
Under the bed.
No,
This stuff I'm just going to hold up to the camera if I can get it back to where I bought a bunch of fat quarters
You
for
found
wallet, and I just got these at Hobby Lobby because it was $1.49.
Those are cute. Oh, cute.
And some I'm going to use for giveaways.
I like that one.
That's bees and flowers. But some of these will be given away, not today, but because they're
Yeah.
chickens. Because I got 4 of those. And
husband
then,
was looking for something.
huh?
I said husband was looking for something he couldn't find.
Oh, okay. And then I got these little chickens. And I like using some wild stuff sometimes inside a pocket.
I've seen
these are all
those.
the same. Yeah. And then I got one with kitties.
Is that Hobby Lobby?
because- Yes.
Yeah.
I ordered it online. I didn't go to the store.
Yeah, I saw
And
the
this is
chickens.
sewing notions. And this I got to make my mom another wallet because she likes like the Southwestern or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. Thought I could put on the outside, and then on the inside with the card slots and everything, I could do the horses.
Yep.
So that was it for that. Then I bought some stuff off of Rita.
Yep, me too.
What was she selling?
Oh, she's selling
selling
fabric now.
She's
She's
selling
opening up a fabric store.
Oh, is she really?
She's opening a fabric store.
Oh, I didn't know
You know,
that.
country quilt shop. But this is from the Fat Quarter shop because they had a sale. And last week when I did the giveaway and went in to order the gift card, I saw these, so I got this one because it was on sale for $7 and something.
Sunrise side.
Sunrise side, so I thought it'd be good. And then this one was on sale for
That's pretty. I like that one.
$26.
That's a good
so,
price for a late
Genevieve by Carrie Quinn. And I thought that one would be a good one to try that quilt from Fallon. So Be It Quilts, her giant 9-patch one where you just make 4 blocks. So I thought that. And then this is what I bought from Rita, this pattern.
Yep.
Love.
I've got that one too.
Dude.
Yeah. Rowena and I are going to do that once
Yeah.
we get done with these other projects. We're going to sew it together.
I'll
And
get
then
that
this
too.
layer cake.
Yeah.
And it's Moda Perfect. No, Picture Perfect American Jade.
Yep.
So, but I'm not going to take it out of the thing because
I didn't
I got
either.
too much stuff laying around. But I got to stop buying layer cakes because my shelf is full.
I don't have that many layer cakes.
Well, either do I, but I got a little shelf. I probably have maybe 8 now. So,
I don't have that many.
but I stood all morning cutting the stuff for those teapots. I finally got all the white cut for the teapots. It went all the way.
Is that the afternoon tea or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It went all the way from K to Z and then AA to GG, I think.
Oh.
I was so sick of cutting the white.
Yeah. Cutting is not my favorite, but it's got to be
No,
done.
me either. There's something in private chat.
I'd
Oh,
rather sit and sew all day.
all right. Let me catch up on the chat. And I forget where I was. I don't know. June, Carrie. Oh, I think I was there. The Bud Files is here. Hi, Bud Files. How are you? Irene Birkin is here. Hi, Irene. How are you? Colby's here. Hi, Colby. Hi, Mary Webb. Got to Nancy. Deb Somerville. Declutter Quilting. Oh, Sharon Day, Beverly. I already said all those. Everybody's talking to each other. Hi, Poker Rossi. Thanks for stopping in. Susanna Morrigan, proud single mom, is here. Hi, welcome to the channel. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Sarah's Quilting Journey, Jay Badseed, Jim Pollock, Beverly Akins, Donnell Stitchery, Tessa House. Hi, welcome, welcome. My Wild Home is here. Hi, everyone, welcome. They're building a cabin on their own island. It's really cool. Vintage Style by JoJo. I think I passed somebody. Linda Denton. Janice Miller. Scratch and Pete PA. Hi, how are you? Karen Evans, hi. My little finger. Katie's Crafts is here. Vintage Style by Joe. I think I mentioned that one, but our treasured home is here. Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Hey, Leonard, saying hi to everyone. Melissa Feldhouse. Donna Armstrong. Wait, I think I lost the scroller thing. I still can't get used to this computer. Hi, Lorraine Young. And Donna Armstrong is thanking Beverly for her block, saying it's beautiful. Okay. Now, if anybody else wants to talk besides me, want to show what you're working on or anything?
I am
Rowena,
making a log
go ahead.
cabin.
Ooh, a log cabin.
You want me to make you big so you can show it?
Hang on, let me get one. So it's actually just a test for a pattern that I'm working on.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Oh, that's pretty.
So it's going to be a star. And it's just a test for this pattern that I'm working on.
Oh,
So
that's
it'll
pretty.
look like this star that's in the middle, but it won't have all the rest of this stuff. It'll just be plain, just the star.
There's somebody in the basement. I gotta see. Oh, maybe it's me. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can make me small.
She sees herself in the basement.
Well, I put on the cell phone because I wanted to try it and see if it worked.
Yeah.
And it does. But I don't need to. There doesn't. Oh, her puppy's chatting up a storm. Well, Susan, we had to take ours outside because Goober was barking like an idiot. So I don't mind a little barking. But Goober gets annoying. He does not stop until he gets what he wants because he is spoiled.
Especially if there's food, huh?
Yes,
Well,
if
that's
there's
what
food,
mine's
forget it.
doing. She's back here. Well, now she's playing with her toy finally, but oh my goodness. She was super, super loud.
Well, thanks, Guess Who, Nancy. She says, we love you. You make me smile. How sweet.
Did you see what I wrote to you? Guess who, Nancy, about the Aki quilt? I love my Aki quilt.
I like mine
Mona
too.
got one too. Let's see. Here she go again. Mona got an Aki quilt too. Hers is electric.
Yeah, I got mine a few years ago, and then I forgot about it. I used it once, and then
I
forgot about it.
Thing on my Aki quilt.
Oh, you cut all that on your Aki quilt?
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Hi, Denise Soap Patch. If anybody I missed, I'm sorry. Hello. I was going to make a makeup bag today, but it is, what the heck? Oh, that's the garbage man. I thought he fell off the truck, but it was the big thing that comes down.
Do you have the electric, June? Which one Aki quilt do you have? I got two, actually.
Me?
Well, I'm going to put this stuff away and then find something to do because
Actually, this is the first time I've sewed anything in weeks.
actually me too.
It's been so,
I-
well, it was warm and now it's cold again. We got a bunch of snow yesterday.
We're getting snow today.
It gets cold in the basement and I don't want to be down here.
Oh, I don't blame you.
It's still snowing.
Is it?
Yeah, here, yeah.
It's supposed to get up into the 40s tomorrow, so it'll all be melting by the weekend.
Yeah, next week is supposed to be 50, what? 56, 54?
Yeah, crazy, huh? Crazy, crazy.
I don't know where I moved my fat quarter to. So I'll just put it there.
Broken thread.
Well, I can't make the makeup bag because it's in the other room, the pattern. So I'll have to find something else.
What happened?
Oh, I could iron my Crown Royal bags. Get that done.
How big of a bag are you making out of those?
I don't remember what it was, but probably at least like a 19
Oh,
inch across and 16 up. Because I didn't write down the pattern because I was only planning on making one. And I told my mom I'm not making any more. Well, the guy that gave her all the bags wants one, so I finally caved.
That's how it starts.
Yeah. Well, I said I'm not making any more. That's just it.
I've said that many times.
Oh, my iron's not plugged in.
Mine's not plugged in either.
I've been trying to give myself more room in here.
I
So I've
bought
been
me a
moving
new
stuff
iron.
out, and it's just not helping.
Nice.
A new iron.
Oh, you got a new iron. What
And
kind
it's
is
only $40. It's cordless and only $40 on Amazon.
it? Oh, really? What
Oh,
kind
that's
is it?
nice.
Steam fast.
Yeah, I gave my cordless to. Hi, Charlotte DeRoches.
I don't use my cordless anymore.
I gave it to
I like
my
that
daughter.
I have mine.
Hot enough.
Yeah, I like it too.
Donnell's
So, Terry.
lurking.
Yeah,
Hi, Marie Samista.
today's the
Go ahead.
first day I used on it.
Mine didn't stay hot long enough.
It doesn't. It's not really good for an everyday iron.
No, it's not. It's good for, like little small blocks, but that's it.
That's
Right,
why I
yeah.
have mine over here by my sewing machine so I could sew our
Yeah.
iron stuff. But yeah, especially if you're trying to iron interfacing or something, it's not good for that.
No, I tried that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I just got
I
a
like it.
basic.
I still have other irons, so
Yeah.
that's for
Yeah,
my little.
gotta have more than one iron.
Yeah.
You like your ironing board so far, Mona?
Oh, I love it.
I do. I love it. We're sitting over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to iron all these pieces because I have to put SF101 on all of them and then quilt it onto foam. These bags are so fancy.
That's the part I don't like is putting interfacing on those kind
Yeah,
of.
I know. That's what I had to do to all those bags I made.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I just
is not my
scorched that
favorite.
one. Probably won't be able to use it. I better
So
iron from the
is,
back. I had my iron too hot.
Is Rita opening an online store or is she have a physical store also?
Both.
She's opening a physical store, but also doing online sales.
You've had quite a few sales already.
Yeah. She has yardage as well as the layer cakes and stuff.
I guess
I like the layer cakes.
She's selling some. She's gonna sell some notions and rulers and.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna make up some 3-yard quilt kit, I think.
Yep.
But I will probably cheat with these and just lay out a thing of interfacing
That's a good idea.
and put them all.
Instead of cutting them all at once, cutting them separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I don't even remember how I actually did it. And she carries hers all the time, so. And I don't like to make them the same. So his will be a little different. He's gonna auction it off at the bar for something.
Oh,
Some charity or something. I don't know. I don't go to bars anymore. I never did around here. What did Deb Somerville say? Oh wait, that's not it. Hopper something day early. Deb, I think
you retracted
hit,
a message.
well, finally I can see some chats up here. I couldn't see any before.
So Terry's going to eat. I'm actually having a salad today, if you can believe it or not.
We usually go out on Fridays.
Well, we got to eat some stuff out of the freezer because Haley bought stuff for the freezer. I bought stuff for the freezer, and we have a tiny freezer. So we had to take a bunch of stuff out of the boxes and just kind of put them all in there. And it's pretty full. So we got to take some stuff out and eat it.
You guys have a Chili's restaurant?
We used to, but it closed down when they had that
Ours is
last
closed.
time when there was
Ours is
salmonella
closed.
or something.
Yeah, ours is closing next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, ours in Rapid City, South Dakota, has not been doing very well for a long time. They couldn't even get a chef or anybody to come work there.
Yeah, I think that's what their problem is.
Really?
I think
That's
so.
interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I mean, because all the other restaurants around there were doing fine.
Yeah.
So we don't go eat there anymore because the service was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, we like their chicken enchilada soup. It's good.
We used to eat there a lot when we were working in California,
Mhm.
but the one in California is doing fine.
Maybe a lot of them's closing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm surprised this one hasn't shut down because it's never busy.
I don't understand why a lot of places are having trouble getting help.
Well, they have, according to people I've talked to, is that they can't seem to find reliable people.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's the way a lot of places are.
I know. Even one of our relatives, he owns a landscaping business or something like that. He says he can't even get people.
And that's sad. That's sad.
And he says they come in and they say, well, I'll work for you for, $30 an hour, but they have no experience or or anything, right?
Yeah.
Just give me the pay. And
Yeah.
don't expect anything from me.
Right. That's it. A lot of the grocery stores and that I've been noticing in a lot of the grocery stores, a lot of the older people are going back to work, the ones that's retired. So yeah.
That's all I see in our grocery stores
Yep,
is
me
retired
too.
people.
Me too.
All the hardware stores, all the grocery stores are all retired people.
Yep. Of course, the prices of everything going up, they probably feel like they need to
Probably
go
have
back.
to.
Yeah. Well, even around here, man, housing has doubled.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the wrong way. Let's see, I want that this way. Well, maybe I want it that way. Yeah, put it that way.
We're going to be heading to California in a couple of weeks, so we'll be out of the snow for a while.
Goober?
Huh?
Oh, I was talking to my dog. He's barking because my blanket's in his way. He can't get in my spot. You are so spoiled. There you go. Go. Get up
Good
there.
afternoon, Jean.
Oh,
I'm sitting crooked and trying to type. That's my problem sometimes.
I can't do it. Sitting sideways.
I better take a second and see if anybody else come in. Hi, Candace. Hi, in Quilt Fact, Debbie. Hi, Jean, Captain Stitches. That removed me from the stage. That looks stupid. I had a microphone in my nose. I keep trying new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlotte. In fact, I'm going to just turn it off. It don't need to be on. If I can figure out how to exit.
She is good. She's quiet for a half a second, so I can say, but she is great today. But she's very, very vocal.
There. I think I'm out of there, but who knows for sure.
Okay, so tell me the story how you fell down the stairs, Mara.
Oh, jeez.
Her bookcase pushed her.
Bookcase. You were trying to take a bookcase down the stairs by yourself?
Yes.
Was it like a big bookcase or?
It was this one right here. Oh, you can't see. Let me
I can't see nothing. Which one?
This
It
one
was-
right here.
It was big enough to push her. I can't see.
Yeah,
minute.
this one back here. It's like 2 deep and 4 long.
Yeah, a little
And
too
I
big
was-
to be.
Oh, I don't need two of me on. Get off of there.
Now you have 3, 4. There you go.
So this one here, and I had it at the top of the steps, and I was bringing it over, which was no problem. I had it. Well, then I was moving it from that step to the next step. Well, it went flying off that step into me, threw me into the wall, spun me around, and threw me on my knees, and I slid down the rest of the steps on my knees.
Oh no.
And I hit the metal dog gate, and it went flying. One leg was over here like this. The other one was like this. I think that's where I caught my toes in the metal gate. Oh, it was Haley was flying. I never seen her move so fast in my life. I go, don't touch me. So I just sat there until I could actually get up.
Well, that's kind of what I did when I fell down the stairs.
Jean said those bookcases can be pushy at times, huh?
Yeah. Yes, it did. She's lucky I kept her. And she only got like one little crack up here. It would have landed on me, but I have a low landing like this at the top of the thing, and it caught on there. And then when it caught on there, it didn't, land on top of me.
Well, you're lucky you didn't hurt yourself bad.
Oh, I know. I thought I had 2 broken legs for a while. I wouldn't get up. So my knees are still shaky. So I'm going to do physical therapy, but nothing really hurts anymore. I had x-rays on my shoulder. It was fine. All it showed was arthritis. I had x-rays on my knees. Nothing was broke or dislocated, just arthritis. And I didn't have my toes done because it's a waste of money, because all they do for toes is tape them together and give you a funny looking boot. So I can do that. It won't cost me any money. I got tape in the drawer, so
I know
that's the only thing that still hurts.
I said that's all they do is tape your toes together, because that's what they did for me.
So I figured I don't need to do that.
I have a funny story about toes and dog gates. One Halloween, we had the dog gate up so the dogs wouldn't get in front of the door when the kids knocked on the door. And I went to go open the door, and I must have knocked this thing down. It caught my little toe, and it pulled it out of joint. Ooh. And I could not get it back in. I mean, I tried and I tried, and I had to go to the emergency room. I couldn't even stand him to touch it. It was so bad. But when he put like the numbing stuff on, he gave it a shot. That probably hurt worse than him just actually putting it back in place.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't wear no shoes around dog gates. That was terrible.
Deb Somerville says I had the dead person bent leg. Yes. And Sheila says she did get a head injury, but not on that fall. That was another time. I don't know if we were live or on a Zoom, and I bent over and I went to get up and I hit my cutting table on the back of my head.
Oh,
and that hurt. So that's what Sheila's talking about, the head injury. Sheila, I sent you a link if you want to come up.
Who knew quilting would be dangerous, huh?
I know. And it's never going back upstairs again. And anything heavy that needs to go, I'm throwing it out the window. I don't care if it breaks, it's going out the window.
Yeah. You can burn yourself with the iron, or you cut yourself with the rotary cutter. It's a dangerous job.
Yeah, not at all.
I was changing a blade in my rotary cutter one time, and it slipped, and I went to catch the dang thing, which was a dumb thing to do, and it caught my little finger and sliced it really good, and I had to have 5 stitches in my little finger. So I'm like extra careful with those things now.
Charlotte, Rowena's working on a charity quilt.
Yeah.
Deb's working on a pattern. Susan, what are you working on?
Trying to find my mic or my mouse. I'm working on my Farm Girl vintage
Oh, cute.
on my butter churn block. On my butter churn block.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
pretty.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I
I
had to.
like that.
I made one block last night, and the middle part here, and I had to redo it because it wasn't. It was like a half inch off.
Oh, I like those colors you got going there.
Thank you.
Yes, Donnell, I'm ready for your channel tomorrow. I don't know what I'll do. If I can get over to the pattern thing and unblock it, then I can have something.
Oh,
19 months ago, I shattered my big toe. Shattered the bones to pieces. It took forever to stop bleeding and heal. I still wake up in pain from it. Ew.
Oh, terrible.
You should be careful, so Terry. She told me I need to make better decisions.
That's funny.
Oh, I think I did it on Facebook, Sheila, but I can send it over email. Hold on. Or I can just post it if you want. And then, Sheila, I'll just post it in the chat. Let's see. This link is for Sheila. This one right here is for Sheila. No, I don't want to put them in timeout. Susan, Charlotte says she's sorry she called you Teresa. I haven't moved that table since. I'm afraid of it. It was like it came alive and attacked me.
that's
Oh, my
okay because I
goodness.
didn't even notice. I just started my Lori Holt vintage quilt blocks yesterday. Oh, good, Tessa. Great.
And I think, is that Sheila? Yep, there's Sheila. Hi, Sheila.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes, your email says Saturday, the 17th, 12 to 1.
Oh, that's the Zoom. Yeah, I sent the
That's
wrong.
the only one I got.
Oh, okay. I thought I sent one on Facebook too, but I don't know for sure.
Anyway, I had to get up at 6 to get Jaden, my granddaughter, up, fix her lunch, drive her to school. And I come back and made a list. I was going to go to Walmart and do some things. I opened my garage door. It is so cold and so windy.
Yep.
I shut the garage door, come back in. And I was just going to lay down on the couch for a little bit. Well, I finally got up about 11:45. I just could not stay awake.
That was me yesterday. I think I went to bed at 8, and then I woke up and chatted in the chat of readers for a little bit, fell back asleep, and then woke up and chatted again.
I'm like, my couch, anytime I lay on my couch, it just sucks me in. But I don't know why I've been so asleep. I'd wake up for 15 minutes and just fall right back asleep. Oh.
Why?
And I
That
got
your
to
body
sleep in my
telling
own
you
bed
to need
last
rest.
night. That's always a plus.
Yeah, I zonked out last night. Somebody finally let me sleep.
I was wondering, Susan, if you got to sleep last night.
Yeah, I did. I made
Yeah,
her.
those puppies like to keep you awake.
Yeah, I didn't let her sleep as much yesterday. The day before, she slept pretty much all day. That
Yeah.
one. So not yesterday. And then I kept her up. She was over there just playing. Now she rested. Every time I turn around, she looks up at me. If I don't want her sleeping, because that means she won't sleep at night, just like a regular baby, you know. But that's fine. I will deal with it. And my husband, are you still happy you got her? And I said, I most certainly am. Well, I guess the last baby puppy I had was my German Shepherd, and I got him. He was just barely old enough to be weaned from his mom. And, but he grew very, very quickly. German Shepherd do. But of course, I was 30 years younger,
Yeah.
at least 30 years younger.
Yeah, I had a puppy that was a crier, and I remember one time I just laid on the edge of my bed and put my fingers in his little crate, and he went to sleep. I think that was Junkyard Dog. That was his name.
Junkyard Dog?
Yeah, he was born in a junkyard.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they found him in one of the cars, the mom and all the puppies. So I took one of the puppies. Somebody else took the mom, and so that's what I named her. Her name's her.
Where's Rita at?
I don't know. She's probably busy putting
selling
fabric away.
Probably selling fabric.
Yeah, and she got one of those heat presses too to make T-shirts.
Yeah, I
So
heard
she'll
her
be
talking
that.
about that. Said she's trying to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
No. I've been holding the cap.
She's got a lot of fires in the oven. Or
Yeah.
wait, no. A lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little iron working great for me.
Yeah, I liked my cordless, but it just didn't stay hot, so I gave it away.
Yeah, I've got a real nice cordless one, but every time I want to go to use it, it's automatically turned off.
Yep.
Yep.
So I put it up, and I've got this little bitty one out. That's
Yeah,
what they
it's
look,
so,
little bitty white one. I think it's made by Dritz.
Yeah,
I
I've had
love
one.
it.
it says 7
mine-
minutes you can use them. There are 7 minutes between turning off.
So I don't know. I just put it up in the closet. I thought, well,
Yeah, so Stephanie had one and she said she liked it, so I figured because I wouldn't want to pay no $100 for one.
yeah, I think
No,
this
I
one
got
was
mine
like,
cold.
I want to say something like 130, 150,
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. An iron is that expensive, really.
I know. But I kept thinking, well, you won't have a cord to mess with. It'd be great. Well, there's drawbacks to it too. I mean, there's good and bad.
Oh, I heard the baby.
Yeah.
I want you, Mom.
She's
But I
gonna
do
start
have a,
screaming
I do
again.
have a little Aliso, and I like it too.
Well, that's the one that almost burnt down my house.
Really?
Well, they don't have an automatic shut off. So
Yeah.
I had it down here by my sewing machine, and
Uh
I
huh.
don't know how many days I left it on.
Oh.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, is my iron on? Go downstairs and that sucker is on. And it let me see if I can show you. Thank God I had this wool mat, but see
Make you a big sign, turn off iron when
Uh-huh.
dead.
Yeah, I do see
there's
that.
a spot over here that
Yeah.
it's colored. But
Oh,
thank
wow.
God the wool mat was there.
Yeah, there's two things I do before I leave my sewing room. Set my shut my sewing machine off and turn my iron off.
I do too. I just don't know why I didn't do it that day. And it just scared the piss out of me, so I don't use it now.
Yeah.
What?
I don't blame you.
Using the cordless one because it
You don't
shuts off.
scream at Mama.
Well, I have this little tower that's got a lot of outlets to it. And one of them, it has like a lamp that I have near my sewing machine. And one's got my iron. I always just flip it off.
I used to do that in my sewing room in California. I had it all on an electrical strip, and I would just turn it off when I left.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the one that I have where my
Stop screaming.
sewing big iron is, my other Alicia, it's just too hard to get to. So I told my husband the other day, I was like, I need to get a new one, something that's easy just to turn off like it was before.
Yeah.
It just
Well, I
to
had
think that I
one.
left it on.
I had one for a couple of years I got from Amazon, and it just like quit working. I mean, I tried different places in my house. It just would not work. So I was watching, I like to watch The Simple Quilter, and she didn't really have one. She went to some retreat and she seen someone's, and so she got one and she was really impressed with it. So I ordered that one, and it's been working fine.
Good. It's hard to find one that you like. I actually
Yeah.
bought this little antique iron from the antique store. And it's upstairs with my featherweight. And I love that iron.
I've got one too, and I think they put like a new cord on it because the cord is so long on it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think mine
Yes,
is too.
and I love that thing too.
It really works good.
But the reason I liked it, it stayed on. It wouldn't, turn off. That's one of the reasons I bought it.
Yeah.
Well, this little white one I got from Grits, I actually got it in a sewing group when we had a Christmas party, and I just like won it.
Oh, nice.
So it's been in my closet for a couple of years. I thought, well, let me get that out and use it, and I love it. I know there was one that was on a recall, but it was a
That's
different
the
brand.
little- Yeah, that's the little palm one. I had that. I gave it to somebody. Maybe I shouldn't have gave it to them. I
The
don't know.
little Dritz ones, is that what you're talking about? The little bitty
Yeah.
one?
Uh-huh.
Mine burn up.
Oh,
Did it?
really? I use mine every time I go in there to sew, I'll use it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like $25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't all that much, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
cheap.
But I looked at the brand of it, and it said Dritz, and it wasn't that other brand. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't Dritz that was on the recall. So I thought, well, I'll use it. I'm trying to find some bookcases to put in my sewing room to have my fabrics. And at one time I was going to get some IKEA ones, but I live in Oklahoma, near Oklahoma City. The closest one is Frisco, Texas, which is like near Dallas, which I've been to it once. Well, when I looked before, the shipping charge was $100.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, that's an awful lot. I looked yesterday, their shipping, I've looked 2 or 3 times, and each time the shipping to me is only $29.
What? That's a good deal.
Yes. So I'm thinking about ordering like 3 bookcases and putting them in there.
That's
I
what I
went
did for mine before.
I went to Menards and got mine bookshelves.
We don't have Menards
Yeah.
in Oklahoma. I don't know if Texas has them or not. I haven't looked.
Yeah, I used to use the IKEA ones for my sewing room. They work fantastic. I loved them.
Well, I have an IKEA. It's actually a kitchen table in there, and it has this cork top on it.
Yeah.
And that's my cutting table. And then underneath, it's got these 2 long shelves. And I have sewing stuff under there too.
I put all my fabric on comic book boards. And
Yeah, I do too.
I did that once, but then I took them all off, and because I took over this hall closet and put all my stuff in there, and
Yeah, mine's in a closet now. But I actually liked the IKEA shelves better than my closet.
yeah.
have
So
any
I'm
room for
thinking
them.
if I had the IKEA shelves in there, I could really see my fabrics
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why
all
I changed.
all at one time, and that's what I'm thinking about changing to,
Yeah.
and also going back to the comic boards because I just kept them and just doing it by color is what I'm thinking about
Yeah,
doing.
that's what I did. Mine was in a closet too. And then we got 3 bookshelves and then I put them all on comic book boards. You can see everything you have and it's all
Yes.
organized by color.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's going to be a lot better.
You use it, you know what you have and you use it.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, I'm looking at these, I think they're called Billy
Yeah, that's the ones I had.
Yeah.
bookcases. They've
Yeah.
got that or the Calyx, but I'm thinking about going with the Billy.
You'll like them.
But I'm going to have 2 at one place, and then there's another little part I can have 1. But at least they would all be visual in my
Yep.
sewing
Yeah.
room.
It looks so much neater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I
Mine
might
shoved
just
in.
use the hall closet that's just it's right before you go into my sewing room. I might just use it for other sewing things, like interfacing, batting,
Padding. Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If it's out of sight, you don't have a tendency to use as much.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember what it was. Something I was organizing the other day. And my zippers by the yard. I'm thinking, I only have a couple of packs. I had 20.
Yeah.
20.
You keep buying them because you don't know you have them.
Yeah.
It's an obsession.
I only have a few
My
zippers.
zippers. These are just my regular zippers.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I had a few, but no, I have too many.
Yeah.
It's those Amazon things.
Yep.
Well, it's cheaper to buy 25 of them than it is to buy 2.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I got, 1,000 zippers
Yeah.
because I only needed black, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Thompson RC. Robert Miller wants to know what Jeff Clutter is doing.
Hello.
Somebody asked, what are you sewing?
Oh, what am I sewing? I am making a log cabin star. Looks like this. Oops. Find the camera. It
Oh,
looks like that without all
yeah.
the other stuff. It's just the star because I wrote this pattern and I was going to paper piece the whole thing. And I even printed out all the paper piecing stuff for it. And then I decided I didn't want to do it that way. So I rewrote it and now it's just going to be a little bit of paper piecing. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
I did watch Stephanie Stitches this morning, and she's released like 2 patterns that she's wrote, and she used to write them for different companies, and she's decided, why am I doing that for other companies? I'll just do it for myself.
Yeah, why not?
And so she wrote 2. One's a beginner, she said, it. Another one she's saying is an intermediate.
So I wrote lots of patterns for AccuQuilt, and I wrote patterns for Quilter's World, and
Yeah.
I used to sell my patterns on Etsy, but I don't really like. I stopped writing for AccuQuilt because their deadlines were way too short.
Yeah.
And then they changed their person that was in charge.
Uh-huh.
Well, things get lost. Anyway.
Well, she was talking about how she thought long time ago that she wanted to open a dedicated quilt shop, but she said she's so glad she didn't, because said she loves to travel and she wouldn't get to do that, and she wouldn't get to see her family as much as she does. So she said what she's doing is just, perfect for her.
Yeah, I think it's better when you write for yourself than it is for
But
other
man, is she
people.
busy. I mean, she has an Etsy shop. She does long arming for people. She
Did
does those
homeschooling,
retreats.
doesn't she?
Do what?
Did she homeschool her kids?
And she homeschools her children too.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm going to her retreat in April to Millersburg,
What?
Ohio.
Millersburg, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you write patterns for like the quilt magazines and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they only want you to write patterns a certain way. So you can't, sometimes you can introduce something that's like a innovative or, but it's not very often, and they don't really like paper piecing too much. And I don't know.
Yeah. She said this morning she's wrote now a total of like 27 patterns, she
Yeah.
said, altogether. But she said she's decided, I'm not writing them for other people. Yeah. And then she said it was a deadline, a real short one.
They
And she
always are.
says, I can't do that.
They always are. This is what happens. You submit your pattern, and then about a month later or so, they'll say, okay, we've accepted your pattern, but you have, 3 weeks to get it to us and write the pattern, make the quilt, and get it to us.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
One time for AccuQuilt, it was like 2 weeks. It was something crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. Then I'm stressing the whole time as I'm putting it in the box, trying to send it back to them.
Yeah. No. Yeah. She said, why am I doing that for other people? I'm just going to do it for me,
Yeah,
and make the quilt patterns like how I want them.
exactly. That's the way I feel too.
Yeah.
I don't want to write patterns the way they want me to write them sometimes.
Whoops.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just depends. If I feel like it, I'll submit something, but they don't pay you very much, by the way.
Mm.
It's like a couple of $100 and that's it.
Yeah, that's what Stephanie said that in her one interview thing, or not interview, in her video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very much. I need to talk to this Stephanie person. Yeah. AccuQuilt, I think, was actually probably the best. I think they paid the most, but they always keep the quilts or the project. But
Hmm.
they
Do they supply the fabric for you?
they used to, but
okay.
usually I don't remember. It's been a while since I wrote for them, but they would send you the dies, and the dies, I was writing for them when they came out with all their block dies, like the one I sent Mona. That came from that, and so they would send you the dies.
Yeah, I have the middle one, not the electric one, but the one below that one. And I've got some dies that I've bought maybe 3 individual ones, but it came with quite a bit of the dies when I bought it.
So I thought I had a lot of dies, and
yeah,
I think I gave Bev or somebody a bunch of dies. I gave Mona one, and then I kept on thinking I still got all these dies I don't use. Well, then I went to one of the girls' house in my guild. Oh my God, she's got a whole wall of them.
oh my God.
Wow.
Some of them have never been opened. I was like, I don't have too many dies anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, she loaned me one. I still have it over here.
Probably the one I use the most is the 2.5 inch one that I have.
Strip cutters are the ones I use.
Yeah, I bought it like separate.
I actually had to buy a new 2.5 inch strip cutter because my other one that I had for like 10 years warped or something, and it wouldn't cut very well anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, I have an extra one because when I bought it, for some reason I got sent an extra one.
Huh.
I don't know. So I'm just going to keep it around in case the other
One break.
Yeah.
And then I come to find out they sent me the 2-strip die for the 2.5 inch. There's one that has 3 strips and then the smaller one that has 2. So they accidentally sent me that one and I had to send it back, and I looked on the back and it had my quilt on there. I had no idea to put my quilt on the back of it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I had
wow.
no idea they were using it in the packaging for their advertisement. Like, okay, thanks people for telling me.
Huh. Yeah.
So if you ever, it's a red and black and white Bargello quilt with music notes on it. So if you ever see that, that's mine.
Huh.
All right. What do we need?
And
need
I've got one.
testing
I've
for
never
them.
used it, but I thought it was so cute. It's a gingerbread man.
Oh yeah, the gender.
I got that one. I've got just a few that I bought individually because so many of the basics, came with it.
Well, I was gonna buy the hexagon die because I'm working on some hand-pieced grandma's flower garden quilt, and they're all out. I couldn't get any of their dies, so. And then I think I'm going to have a custom die made because I make my husband these welding hats all the time. So I think I'll just have them make me a custom die.
Huh.
So you can have any kind of custom die you want made.
What is Mona making? I see it said Crown Royal fabric.
Well,
I
I'm
think she's
making
a quilt.
my mom's friend a bag for their auction, the bar, for some, I forget what charity, I don't know.
Yeah. Every once in a while on Marketplace, I'll see a whole bunch of them for sale.
Yeah, they provided the bag, so that's
They do.
good because I don't drink Crown Royal.
Sheila, what is the name of that lady you were talking about?
Stephanie Stitches.
Okay, let me look her up.
she
She's
lives in Cleveland.
on YouTube. Her name is Stephanie Fedor. Feador. I know she lives in Ohio.
Yeah, near Cleveland somewhere.
She lives in Lorain, Ohio.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see her. I found her.
Did you? She's got like long blonde hair.
Mm-hmm. Young girl.
Uh-huh.
Cute.
Well,
But that's her.
Yeah, I'll have to look at her YouTube later.
Yeah.
So what are you working on, Sheila?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm just sitting here talking. I probably will later, and I am going to sew tomorrow too. I'm probably going to order some bookcases today.
Yeah.
Go in there and
Well, you better before they change the shipping rate because that's like a really good rate.
yeah, and then also they had marked them down a little bit
Oh,
because
really?
they said this price. They marked through it, then it was this price.
Wow.
So I'm hoping they won't be too heavy. If they'll just drop it at my garage door, I can scoot them in there,
They're pretty heavy.
and take it all apart and just bring it in piece by piece,
Yeah. I've had to do that before.
I think it was like $60. They would like bring it in your house. 59 they'll bring it in your house, and 29 they drop it at your house.
Oh, really?
So I can just move it in my garage just fine and work on it a little bit at a time. But I've been looking in my room trying to decide, where I could put the bookcases and do the measurements,
I'd like to have those bookcases again.
because it's not a real big room.
Yeah.
And also I have my design wall is like Rita's. It's the tablecloth with the flannel.
Yeah, I think mine's sort of like that too.
And so where I got it, and so trying to figure that out and do that. I did have the carpet taken out of there and
Oh
put
gosh.
tile on the floor that matches, because you come in my front entryway and then the hall near my sewing room, so all that tile matches.
Oh, nice.
But I like the tile much better. But every once in a while, I almost miss my rolling chair.
Yeah.
'Cause
I have
That's what I was
carpet
doing.
down here and I hate it.
yeah,
You just need
Keep
some
telling my
thread
husband-
in your wheels.
Yeah. I
yeah.
keep telling my husband that we need new flooring, but maybe
But it was
we have-
awful on carpet,
Yeah.
But the
It's
reason I
awful on
went with
carpet.
that, it just made the floor, when you look at it, flow much better using the same.
Yeah.
And I had about half of the tile, and I still could order it, so that helped.
What kind of chair do you have, Sheila?
Arrow chair.
Is
Yeah,
it the
so-
one with the little short back?
Yeah, it has the
That's
short
what I
back
have.
where it hits you in the middle of your back there.
That's what I've got.
Yeah.
Mine's on rollers.
Do what?
Mine's on rollers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have that one.
I just have an office chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
I
My other
like
one's on
those
the
other
porch.
chairs though. I'd like to have one, but this was cheaper.
I bought it from Soya, and they like shipped it here, and putting it together wasn't hard at all.
No,
It
wasn't.
was real easy. So
No, don't be doing that. Gosh darn it.
Rowena, what are you working on?
Charity quilt. I took that Arkansas Crossroads pattern and just cut up strips and was making a charity quilt.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's probably what this is going to be too.
Just different blocks, just different strips.
Yeah. That one reminds me so much of Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, it does. It's easy, very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the Buckeye Beauty we're doing. It's easy too.
Yeah. I've got to get in there, and
No,
I haven't done it
I'm
yet.
trying to use some of my fabrics, scraps, all of Lori Hope on the ones that we're doing.
I'm trying to do kids quilts. As I got a little Tweety bird. I left over
Yeah.
from Tweety bird. Yeah. They got.
I am confused. What happened here? That is not the same.
They got a lot of scraps I need to get rid of.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. These are just mounting. I'm like, I need to just use them. So far I've been able to do that. I think there's one solid color that was just laying around, and so I had about half a yard of it, so I threw it in there
Yeah.
to
Any kind of scraps.
the hardest part of doing them is coming up when I really need to kind of use a background more like a solid, because I've got all these, prints and floros of her stuff. I got plenty of them in scraps.
I gotta take this. Hang on.
Okay.
But I have them all in like one of those 12 and a half inch, carrier things.
Okay, there's 3. I need 1 more of those.
But I'm not keeping anything that's itty bitty. I'm chunking them.
Me neither. I did that for a while, and after a while, it's overwhelming.
Yeah. So I'm like, no.
I don't blame you. Mona, we can't see you.
Oh, I'm over here.
I thought
Iron
maybe
Maybe it's a bunch of orange.
I thought maybe she went to go do something.
Yeah, I'm just ironing on interfacing on this on these bags.
Are they orange?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen any orange ones.
I don't think
It's
so either.
peach Crown Royal.
Huh. Okay. I've seen the dark purple and the yellow.
So what is the big deal about those bags anyway?
I don't know. I guess because it has booze on it.
Just
you can
because
show
they're
you're an alcoholic. I don't know.
Well, I know I've watched a little bit of Tea Quilts. At one time she was working on one and she was using like solid colors of the yellow and the purple. And
Yeah,
then
hers
she had cut these bags out, but it had like the name Crown Royal on them. And she was, using them.
Are they what kind of fabric is it?
I don't know. It's like
It's
a
kind of
fuzzy.
it's kind of like, I'm thinking like flannel.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
flannel, fleecy, cheap.
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of flannel bag is what they come in.
For some reason, I kept thinking they were like velvet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they do have some, I guess, collector bags or something that are better. I don't know, but my train of thought left my head.
So where'd you get all the bags? Did you drink all the alcohol?
No. My brother and mom have a friend that has a bar, and he keeps all the bags for my brother.
Oh, I see.
And my mom wanted a bag made out of the Crown Royal, so he gave her all the bags. Well, then my mom volunteered me to make him another bag. So that's what I'm doing now. So,
But I mean, I guess people that drink a lot like keep them. But
yeah.
I can see them for sale on Marketplace.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't want to make any. I don't want to make any more. I just don't want to make them. It's a pain in the neck, and it's really not that fun, if you ask me.
I hope he's paying you for it.
I do one.
Is he paying you for it?
I wasn't going to charge him, no, since it was for charity. So, but my mom said, you should charge something. And I said, no, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm selling these, because I'm not. I don't want to do anymore.
You'll be making more.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, they're going to say, I want one. I want one.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like making t-shirt quilts either.
I don't like making anything unless I want to make it. Like
Exactly.
I made a bunch of the
Yeah, I've got a big box of like real good blue jeans and plaid shirts and things like that. And I went on a sewing retreat and I've got this lady's name. She lives about an hour and a half from me. I need to get with her for her to make a t-shirt type of quilt for my granddaughter. They were her dad's clothes. But I was going through all them and I had that in mind. So I've got a big tub of them. But she told me that she gave me her card and she does that.
So I
Hi,
used to
Katie,
make
the
like the
Greenland
Levi
Poker.
quilts for my kids when they were young. But
Uh-huh.
I mean, I did those. I tied them. I didn't like sew them on or quilt them. But they are so heavy. You don't realize how heavy those things are.
Yeah. And she was saying, like, when the blue jeans, she had showed me a few pictures she had done, and she did like a square and it had the pocket. She used like the pocket of the jeans on there.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a neat idea.
I think I sewed the wrong ones on. What is going on
Hi,
here?
Kings Racing.
And I seen Katie was in here,
I'll tell
Greenland
you,
Yeah.
Quilter.
too
Yep,
many phone
she's in
calls.
here.
Too many phone calls.
Oh crap.
Hi, Diane KW.
I haven't bought them yet, but I'm thinking about buying them from IKEA,
Can I show my block I finished?
the Billy ones.
Well, sure. You don't have to ask to show your block. You want me to make you wait? Let me make you big.
Oh, that's pretty.
They're called butter
Ooh,
churn.
that's
I like
pretty.
that.
It
I
looks
like
good.
that.
Yeah,
I like
Very
it.
pretty.
too.
I love the
And I
colors.
did it correctly. I don't
I
think I
got
have
some of those
blue
fabrics too.
Good job. That's a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those backgrounds.
Very pretty.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that background, I've been using it some of my blocks.
Hi, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Diane K.
Okay, what is wrong?
So Terry. So Terry said, very pretty, Susan. Tessa says, love it. Donnell says, very beautiful, Susan.
Thank
Deb
you. Thank
Somerville
you.
is saying hi to Cobalt. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. I got distracted with this ironing and that's it. I got distracted.
I got distracted by phone calls. My brother calls, and then he's like, "Every time I call, you're always busy."
Aw.
He lives
my
alone,
God.
nothing to do.
At least your brother
Here.
calls you.
Yeah.
Mine calls when he wants something made or fixed. Now, my older brother, he's busy all the time because my niece has foster kids and he watches them all the time for her when she's at work. And plus, he just loves little kids. He takes them, goes to all their games, and all that stuff.
No, that's nice.
Yeah. The one little boy, he's got an arm on him. I've never seen a little kid throw that fast and hard at that young of an age.
How old is he?
I think he's 5 now, but I'm
Oh.
not sure. I don't see him that much.
They live in the same town or?
No, not in the same town, over another town.
Oh.
Well, I just sold a piece of furniture on Marketplace.
Well, that's good.
So I hope it's not going to be a scam, but I'm going to tell her cash only.
Yep, that's what I do. Cash only.
Oh, my husband
Same.
does those all the time. I tell you, people are bad.
Well, I got ripped off one time for $40, but I learned my lesson. But she said, "Oh, I've had trouble with PayPal because
Oh, no.
someone hacked her account and she wanted
Not my problem.
Cash App." It was either Cash, I'm thinking Cash
Yeah.
App. And soon as I did that, and then it was 2 or 3 days and I hadn't heard back from her and I kept trying to find her. Well, she blocked me.
Yep.
So I called them, got a hold of them. "Well, we're sorry. There's not anything we do. You have to be selective on Marketplace and yada yada."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Well, I'm not doing that no more. I'm
Yeah,
going to go
there's no
pick it up
protection
and I'll
on
pay
that.
cash to them,
I know. It's dangerous out
And they
there.
do nothing about the scams.
I know. It's like they want the scams to continue. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, are you guys getting a kickback? What's up? My husband sells a lot of stuff on Marketplace, and he's always running into those people. Oh, they want to pay you up front.
Yeah, nope.
No, you come to the house, you look at the
Yeah.
item, and you give me cash.
And I have some that when I tell them I live across from the police department, I never hear from them again.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm looking her up on Facebook to see if that gives me any information about her.
Yeah, I always look at their profiles too.
Well, they have what high school they went to and all these family members listed. I guess we'll see if she responds like.
I kind of
When
want to sell my featherweight, but I don't know if I want to try to sell something that expensive on the Marketplace.
I sold one,
Did
but I
you?
had my son be here when she came, and I had it on the table. I mean, but she wanted to see how it sewed. She
Right.
pulled the bobbin out, hook part, and looked at it to make sure it was true, and all of that, you know. But I
Well,
sold it for $6.50, and I bought it at a garage sale for like $35.
oh, well, that's a good deal.
That's only happened to me once.
Well, the one I have is the 222. It's the one with the free arm, and I paid $1,600 for it. And then I sent it to the featherweight shop and had the motor rewound so that it would work off of 110, because they only make the 222s in England, and they're
Yeah.
all for 220 volt.
Uh-huh.
So I spent a couple $100 having the motor rewound. It's the original motor, but they actually rewind the
Yeah.
stuff in it. So
Well, this one was not in perfect condition, but I did some looking up. I had to clean them up and products to use. And so and there was just a tiny bit of the writing that you couldn't see, very little, you know, but it was a
That's-
black one and it worked great. And I just didn't need it. I've already got two. I know people that have tons of them, but I have a black
Yeah.
one. I have a white one. So that's enough.
Well, I was thinking about selling mine because I want to buy a laser cutter. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Which one is yours? Like a 221 or?
No, it's the 222. It's the free arm one.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that one's worth more.
yeah,
Yeah,
that one is worth. What were you thinking of selling it for?
probably about $2,000.
Yeah, yeah, they go pretty high dollar.
Yeah, because you can't even find one on eBay that has a 110 motors. That's the
Yeah.
original motor. So, and the other ones that are for sale are all in England. And it's had all new everything put on it. So we went through it with a fine tooth comb.
I just told this person I will accept cash only, so we'll see if they respond any today.
Yeah, my husband didn't even talk to them anymore unless they have cash. He
Yeah.
sells all kinds of weird stuff, though. You know, it's like, I don't know how you sell that.
Oh yeah, and then I sold something else. I think it was a lawyer bookcase, but they said, "Can you deliver?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"No."
yeah.
No. Oh
I've
my.
had people do that.
But they live in Oklahoma City, you
Uh,
know, and it was a young person. I'm like, "No."
Well, I have delivered stuff to people before, but usually
know.
when they're in town.
And this is like, it's a good size hutch. But it has a bookcase, like, well, not a book. It's got a desk. The front of it is kind of a drop down, and you could use it for a desk.
Oh, cute.
And it's got some 2 glass doors on the front of it.
Is it like what they call a secretary?
Yes, that's one. And at the very top, it's got this decorative like curly Q wood on it.
Uh-huh.
Is it
My sister had one.
is it an antique or a vintage?
It's a vintage one.
Yeah.
I'm selling it for 150. That's what I paid for it. But I've had it for years, and I just don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I changed my entryway. So,
Yeah.
So,
Well, I might see if my husband will sell my featherweight for me. We'll see.
yeah. I'd rather have like a small table there to put a lamp on. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing. Because the entryway it's not real wide. I mean, but it's not narrow either, you know. So, but let me go to my pictures. I'll show it to you. This is what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, that's pretty.
But I just decided I don't want it anymore. I sell stuff all the time. I buy stuff cheap and then sell it later.
Well, that sounds like a good deal.
So that could pay for some of my bookcases.
Oh, there went my little thing here. Get back here. Where's my fabric I lost? Let's see.
Bye, Charlotte. Have a good day.
Bye.
Oh, she not? Oh, yeah. 1 minute ago, she said she was leaving.
So when did Rita open this store? How long has it been?
I think Little Miss decided.
Well, she hasn't actually opened it. She's
Oh,
just
okay.
like showing us on the videos because she's only gotten, what would you say, 10, maybe 10 rolls of
She's just
fabric
getting them
in, but when they come in,
each
she's been,
time.
she's
Yeah.
been,
Oh,
you know, showing it to. She's
Yeah.
got her mother-in-law's house is where it's at, and that's where her log is, and she's gonna. They're going to do a little bit of work, and her husband built some bookcases to put in it, and I think she's planning like being open to the public like 3 days a week, you know, for local people,
I see.
something like that. And
I
So
said I don't have to go do it when the garden comes on.
yeah,
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. She's got a lot going on. So
Yeah.
I thought about that. I thought about, well, how is she going to, handle doing all her gardening stuff between that and all the cooking that she does? That pretty much takes up her time because she does lots of canning because they live mainly, you know, off of their garden stuff because it's so big.
I went to this quilt store in Missouri, and I think it was in Missouri, and it was like a house. It looked like a house, right? And
Uh-huh.
so we pull up, and I'm a little confused. I didn't know if it was an actual quilt store. It was a house. I didn't know. So these people are sitting out there, just sitting on a picnic table, and I was like, "Is this the quilt store?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah." And I was like, "This is the strangest quilt store." Stick my foot in my mouth, and but yeah, it was full fabric inside this house. It was weird, but it was different. She said that her family used to own the farm that the land's attached to, and they can do whatever they want with the property. So I was like, "That's cool." Missouri doesn't have a lot of laws about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And her husband, Terry, went and bought some lumber. They're going to be he's going to be redoing the steps to make it more safer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
because they're kind of like older, and I don't know, they may not be in that good a shape, but she said you could walk on it, you know,
Right.
but she was going to make that look a little better.
So one of the little small towns over here, the lady has like a gift shop, and she has just this small little room that must be like 10 by 10 that she has fabric, and she sells fabric from there, and she does
Yeah.
pretty good. It's like the smallest quilt store I've ever been to, but
Well, Rita is going to be selling Moda, and she has got a hold of Riley Blake, and she's going to be selling them eventually too.
yeah, they have a quota on how much you have to buy each year.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
she said she's only buying what she really likes. So if it doesn't sell, she could use it, you know. But she's been getting, you know, orders
Oh, good.
for it. And she's like accepting PayPal, which that's the way I wanted to pay for it anyway.
Me too. Yeah, Mona's ordered from her. I ordered from her.
Yeah, and
I've
I
ordered
ordered,
twice.
I'm going to do a 3-yard quilt from her.
Yep.
And I'm getting a layer cake, but she's holding it right now. And when she gets a few more, then I'll do it all in one order.
I got a layer
Lots of
cake
people have went to online stores instead of, having a brick and mortar store.
Yeah. Well, there's probably within an hour of me, there's probably 10 quilt stores.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Yeah. The closest one I think is like in mileage is like 10 miles, I'd say.
We have 4 or 5 here, but which is kind of surprising because there's like 75,000 people here. And when I
Yeah.
was in California, it was almost 400,000, and we had one.
Yeah.
And they still only have one.
Well, no, I think it's 7 miles. It's only a 2-lane road from my town to the next town, which is about 7 miles. And that's the closest one. So, but there's a lot of them around, you know. So.
Where are you at?
Piedmont, which is on the outskirts of Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
But I'm in actually the next county from Oklahoma City, but it's real close. So,
I've been to Oklahoma City a couple of times. Stayed in Bricktown
yeah,
with my daughters. It was fun.
that's the downtown area.
Yeah.
I like to eat at this little restaurant down there called Fuzzy's.
Yeah.
They have the best fish tacos there, but it's a taco place.
Oh, nice.
Is what they're known, but they're in Bricktown.
I loved Bricktown, and then we stayed in that old hotel that's close to Bricktown. I can't remember the name, but it was really old inside, and it had all the architecture. It was beautiful.
Huh? I wonder
And,
what it
it
was.
was
Because all
supposed
the
to
ones I
have-
know down there are kind of like your chain
Normal.
ones and well-known
No,
ones.
I don't remember, but it was supposed to be haunted or something. I don't know.
Close to what?
Be haunted, like a haunted house.
Huh?
The hotel was supposed to be
But they've
haunted.
really done a lot of reviving in that area.
Yeah,
to
it's nice.
what
I
it used
liked
to
it.
be.
It was fun.
There's one restaurant that closed down there that I hated to see them gone. It was called the Spaghetti Warehouse. But
That's
it
an
closed.
interesting name. Spaghetti Warehouse. Let me guess. They made spaghetti.
Yep. They had a 10-layer lasagna that was so
What?
good.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Woo-wee. That sounds good.
That'd be hard to eat.
But everything there was like really good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's sad when
Well,
business.
they've got some high dollar restaurants down there. One of them is a Mickey Mantle, like baseball.
Yeah, I
Mickey
see.
Mantle
That's that one.
Steakhouse, and it's like high dollar.
That's the one that's right on the little river, right?
Yeah. Real close to it. Yeah. Yeah. Oklahoma City just voted, and I don't know where they're going to be building this Coliseum, but it's going to be so the NBA, National Basketball Association, so they can come here for basketball games.
Hmm. Interesting.
But they don't have a Coliseum here big enough to support them.
Hmm.
But the mayor thinks that will bring in a lot more money to the city. But they've got to build it first.
Yeah, they've been building all kinds of crap over here, and when the city expands, it also brings in more crime and everything else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's shootings just about daily in Oklahoma City, different
I
places.
know, it's crazy.
They've had some of them down in Bricktown, but
That's why I wanted to move to a small town. I didn't want to be
yeah,
in a,
some of them had to do with some nightclubs down there, and I think people drinking and partying, and they
That's
get
where
in a
I'm
fight.
from, Oklahoma City.
Do what?
That's where I'm from, Oklahoma City.
Are you?
you live
Yeah.
there now?
Oh gosh, no, I live on the East Coast. I live in Delaware.
Oh, wow.
Did you grow up in Oklahoma City?
No, I was born there, but I got a lot of family there. And my mom, my sister Anna, that comes on my channel,
Uh-huh.
her and I was both born in Oklahoma City in the same hospital that our mom was.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
Yeah,
wow.
I think it's called St. Mary's.
No, it's St. Francis.
Oh, maybe that one
No,
is.
no, that's wrong. St. Francis is in Tulsa.
I don't know. I don't remember. That
It's
was
60 there's a
couple
St.
years
Anthony's
ago.
hospital.
Huh?
St. Anthony
Oh, maybe that what it was. I don't remember. It was 60
Hospital.
couple years ago. I'd have to look at my birth certificate.
Yeah. I worked at the OU Medical Center, which is pretty big there.
We have a lot of family there. I used to visit a lot there in Oklahoma, but I never.
Yeah.
We moved away when I was a baby. But I visited my family a lot there. Okay, now I need.
That's the way I was actually born in Jackson, Tennessee. But when I was 6 months old, our family moved to Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, wow.
And both of my parents worked at the Caterpillar plant that made, Caterpillar big machinery, like to work on roads and stuff.
Yeah, I was mostly raised in Kansas. And then we moved to California and then Pennsylvania when I was a teenager, when I was in high school.
Where did you live in California?
Victorville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's close to Bakersfield.
Yeah, that where my dad was in the Air Force.
Yep.
And he retired and we moved to my senior year, moved to Pennsylvania.
So now I got to iron.
It's a good thing you're not in Victorville anymore because it's not the nicest place anymore.
Oh, they're not big enough. Darn it.
I'm actually kind of excited to go to California. I just am not excited about the long drive.
I've only been to
How many
California
days?
once, and we went to San Diego.
I mean,
And
it was
then,
nice.
then we crossed the border and went to Tijuana for a day. But that was enough for me. Remember going to the San Diego Zoo?
Yeah.
I do got a gray. 11 inches.
Oh, geez. What's going on around
Just a little bit
here?
worried about my dog. She's like 16, 17 years old. And some days she's doing okay, and some days she's not. Just hope the traveling isn't gonna, make her have a bad day.
What kind of
Oh,
dog?
that,
She's just a little, I don't know, she looks like a Lhasa Apso or something like that. She has the long
okay.
hair, Well, it's short right now, but
So just a little baby.
she's gray and white.
Mine finally decided to be quiet for a minute.
give
I
her a
don't know
minute.
if I have to get another dog. I don't think I would get a puppy because they are a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'd probably adopt like an older dog or senior dog.
I peeked to see if she was sleeping. She looked up at me.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully she don't start her annex again. Yeah, I put one of my design boards, the great big one, in front of her kennel so she couldn't see me. I think that's why she was fussing and carrying on.
My sister works from home, and she has a little poodle that's about as old as my dog. And she's got really needy. She's kind of blind and half deaf, And so my sister was having the same problem. She would just sit there and whine and want her to hold her all the time. So she had to buy one of those little elevated chairs with these really fluffy little dog beds to put her in to keep her from bothering her when she's working. It took 3 days.
What was she doing back there? Yeah, I put her. My husband. Somebody suggested I get a playpen to put her in last night, and on my live, and I was like, well, I have a much bigger dog kennel that my two Bichons used to sleep in, so I put that. I put her in that, and she's much happier in that than a little kennel.
Right.
Move room for her to move around and stuff.
My sister kennels her dogs. I don't think my dogs would go for it, but my sister.
Somebody's asking a question.
Yeah, well, you gotta start them out that way.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up in the chat.
My dogs would go get in their kennel all by themselves.
Yeah, so did my sister's dogs.
Craft on so forth's been cleaning.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question from Yarning for Smile. Do any of you have any suggestions on smaller fabric, square, and leftover pieces?
I'd say make a scrappy quilt or find pattern that has, smaller pieces and use them that way. That's what I'm doing.
So Terry's dog learned to spell. Yes, they do. Dogs are very, very smart. They're smarter than people give them credit for.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Nookie.
I mean, if I was thinking about going somewhere, my dogs would figure it out that I was going somewhere, and they would go get in a night spot, and I'd be looking for them. Where are they at? They in the night spot waiting for me to go.
Aw.
Hi, Gladys. A little coin purse, Nookie said.
Mm-hmm.
A good idea. I made some.
At a home retreat, we had used a mini charm, and we made this little bag with a zipper,
Oh, that's nice.
and it turned
the
out
little
cute.
square one. Yarning for Smile. Yeah, just Google it. There's so many free patterns out there.
Yeah.
And tons of people that work with scrap. And Pam's saying the scrap tape. Yeah, that's where you sew everything onto tape.
So how
I
big
didn't
is
care for
scrap
that.
are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, a lot of Lori Hope patterns have like small pieces in them, you know.
Yeah.
Or
I
go
don't
to
think-
Delaware Quilts. They got tons of free patterns there.
Well, I'm not crazy about their patterns, but oh my goodness, this didn't even stick. I knocked it right off. Mug rugs are another one that you can make with scraps or applique.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so much stuff. And that Brenda from Mount Scrapmore, that's all she works with is scraps.
Oh, goodness.
And Marie Scrappy Creations.
I got all
I
my
haven't looked at any
block
of them.
And JoJo's Vintage JoJo or JoJo something. She does a lot of scraps too. She was making, well, I can't remember. My brain went blank, but
There's
she
some
was doing
people
all kinds
that
of
they
stuff.
want to give all their scraps away because they don't want to have to mess with them.
I don't like messing
I've
with
used
scraps.
mine. I gave some away.
But I mean,
The
there's
last,
quite a bit you can do with it. But now if they're like inch and a half, no, I'm not going to keep them.
I threw away a bunch of it because it was just like hanging out forever.
yeah,
It's like, what am I going to do with it? It's just making me crazy. So,
the little tiny scraps are great for like preschools.
Sorry,
If your
trying to
church has a
adjust
preschool or something in it, those are great to donate to the preschool because the little kindergarten, the young kids use them and they just make all kinds of stuff with them, with glue or whatever they do. I don't know. It's been so long since my kids were
Or
little.
make like strip blocks.
Yep.
They're small ones.
Yep. And I just sew them all onto batting and then put them in a drawer. I don't know if I'm doing this bag right, but we'll see.
I've just been keeping mine in a box.
Yeah, I got little boxes. I
Container,
started to do it.
But I've got
odd
one
size.
that's Lori Holt, and I've got one that's Corey Yoder.
I'm doing mine by color.
Sorry.
Well, I started to. I only have 2 that have the colors in them. The rest are just shoved into bags, boxes, anything I can find.
I cut mine up into half square triangles with my AccuQuilt, and then I sew those together. And then hopefully one of these days I'll make a quilt out of it.
Yeah. Or like I know like log cabin,
Yeah, log cabins.
that block that uses little ones. That's a good way to use them up.
The last quilt I did, I tried to use all the scraps in a scrap block, but I only got 1 block done, and there's still some scraps. All right.
I think it
that's
just
all I-
depends on how much you want to fiddle with scraps,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like when I don't want to concentrate or do anything like that, then I just take some
Yeah.
scrap batting, or even you can use scrap fabric and just sew them on there willy-nilly.
Yeah.
It's just fun to have mindless sewing without having to cut or worry about, is this right? Is that right? Of course, I don't worry about that anyways. I just, if it doesn't turn out, I just punch it in there.
Yeah.
I
And
just
there's
read
the
that
reason
Yarning for a Smile said she was ironing and putting on boards. That waits to me. I always fold it real nice and then yeah, hello puppers. But I always fold it real nice on the board and then iron it as I'm using it. Because then you're gonna have to iron it all over again when you go to use it.
Yeah.
I don't iron. I
When
don't
I
iron.
was
before I
using
put them on
those
the board.
boards, I didn't iron any of it. I just
I don't iron before I put them on the board either.
folded it around the board is all I did. Those comic boards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what they
that's
took
a yeah, because you're gonna have to iron it again before you
Yep.
use it because it's
Yeah.
gonna get
Hi,
wrinkled when you
Lisa.
put it away.
You said
Just
work is
just saying.
crazy.
Just saying.
Lisa's crazy. Oh no, work is crazy.
Work is crazy.
Feel sorry
Oh,
for you, Lisa.
Well, she's only got a few more hours, probably, you know,
No, you're gonna
because
behave
it's
yourself.
Friday.
Unhappy because you don't have your buttons that you want.
I'm so
They-
glad I don't work no more.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Just make my own schedule.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm close to falling on the floor. Whew.
Sometimes though I miss not having my coworkers to talk to, but
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, that's the only thing I do miss is the people I work with. But I'm going to get to see a lot of them February the 29th because a girl, probably the closest person I worked with, she's retiring after working there 42 years.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet girl.
So,
Did you retire at 65?
66 it was.
How did I get
I
this?
was going
Terry
to retire at 65 and they talked me into working there one more year.
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
okay, I'll give you one more year and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they're like, why are you retiring? Why are you retiring?
Because I can.
I'm burned out. I'm tired of taking call,
Yep.
having to go
Yep.
in the middle of the night and then work the next day and
See,
5 minute lunches. And I'm just
good
like,
worker.
no,
Good worker. They're hard to come by right now.
yeah. And I'm just like, no, I'm tired. But
Ones
after
that
I
work.
retired, within 4 months, two more employees retired.
Yeah, me
so,
too. That's what happened. It's just started going down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say,
I
do you
do not
realize
work.
you realize that within 2 to 5 years, like 12 people could retire, and that's what it started. It just went right.
Mhm.
really don't
Yeah.
miss.
Well,
They
she
retire.
will be the last one of the original ones that I started with. And I started there back in like 1999, I think it was.
Mhm. Yep.
So she'll be the last one of the original ones.
Mhm.
So what do you do, Terry? Just fold your fabric up? She says she don't put hers on boards. And they
Me
aren't
either.
on a shelf. They in cubbies.
Yeah, mine are in a cup. Ah! Son of a bitch.
That's the way
That's
I feel
why you
about it.
rotary cutter people.
I still talk to the friends I have there, and
Yeah.
don't miss
Yeah,
the
I'm
rest.
still acquainted with them, and then they call me every so often.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
but she's retiring, and then another girl
Here.
that's in the outpatient. She's outpatient supervisor. She's
Damn.
retiring the end of April. So there's just a lot of them.
Yeah. There's a few
And
more.
Haley, do you
one
have
girl
a band there?
retired about a year after I did. And I think in April she'll be gone a year. She got pancreatic cancer and only lasted 3 months.
Oh.
But they still
Because you're
talked
gonna
her
get
into
it
working PRN.
Can I
They,
have
they
any-
tried to get me, and I'm like, no. When I leave,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not coming back. I'm
yeah.
done.
Very hot.
Because
I'll be
what
back.
they did, they
Get a
tried to
Band-Aid.
just work her more than what she.
Yep.
She only
That's what
wanted
they-
to work about 5 days a month,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
she was working 10 to 12, and she's like, I'm like, Debbie, don't
That's
let
what they
them
do.
just work you to death,
If you can find, if they got a good worker, that's what they'll do.
Moved up to
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
and
shows up all the time. They're dependable. They do their job. Yeah.
yeah. And if you work their PRN, you have to like pay for your own insurance. They don't
Oh. No.
pay for
So
your
Mona cut
insurance,
herself?
but you get a higher rate,
No. Still.
So
You
I'm
okay,
like,
Mona?
what'd you say?
Mona cut herself.
What? Mona?
Mona cut herself with the rotary blade. That would
Ooh,
Beverly
Mona,
said.
I hope it's not bad.
oh
It's
man,
gone.
I tell you, that's why I have the Kaya one. That
Yeah, you push down and it.
I
I
have-
have one of those.
My
I have one of
OFA
those.
is like that. It's
It
in the
doesn't open
oven.
up until you push down.
I
And
didn't
then
miss
close.
oh,
yeah, after
Yeah.
I cut my finger, I'm like totally freaked out about it all
Yeah,
the
I
time.
have one. I have one of those.
I always, when I go to lay it down, I always close it every time.
Well,
I got
it's
in the
not
habit of
even
doing
the
That's
The-
just a good habit to get into.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not
yeah, I
even
think
that
that
part
way
that
too.
bothers me. It's just having that big open blade that bothers me.
Yeah.
And then it happens. You lay fabric on top of it, or something lands on top of it, and you're looking for
And what
it.
I did when I first started, I didn't do that. And I was sewing my right hand, and my left hand was just free, and I just laid it down, and I just barely touched the blade,
Mhm.
and it was just a tiny nick. But I seen that, and I'm like, how did I get that? And then I looked over there, and that blade was open. So
Yeah.
after that, I have closed it. I know it's a pain to lay it down, pick it up, lay it down, pick it up, but
You
I
lay
close
it
it
down, then you
every
lay something
time.
on top of it, or something gets mixed in and you can't find it.
Yes.
That's why I use
Do
this
it
one.
for you. Here. Look,
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no. And I
Yeah.
like Olfa the best for the way you change the blade is the best.
Yeah. Me too. You okay, Mona?
Yeah, just a little blood, nothing major.
Not
We're all
bad.
like worried about you.
Do you put a Band-Aid on it or?
Too, because it was gushing.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
there's
goodness.
little tiny nicks.
Oh.
They bleed a lot.
Yeah. And they'll make your fingers sore.
Sore.
Oh, it's gonna be sore, all right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh. The
It
thumb.
cut right here into like right under the nail. Like
Ah,
Oh no.
I
Oh.
thought
Oh.
that
thought
hurt.
I closed it, but here the rotary cutter was on the leg of the iron, and when I went to move that,
Mhm.
ouchie.
That's
Yeah.
what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Mona, you can wear those cute little band-aids without cutting yourself, you know.
Yeah, I've got some Lori Hope
Cute little
bandages that came
Band-Aids.
in a kit one time,
Oh really?
and I keep them in there just for that reason.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm gonna have to get her one of those gloves. Put on her hand.
Okay, this is not the right size. What is going on here? What did I do?
I'm looking on my iPad and the chat is moving so fast I don't have time to read it.
Yeah, it's going fast. If anybody came in and I didn't say hi, I'm sorry. I had a bit of an emergency, and plus it's hard to keep up.
Yeah,
with
she was
everything.
just bleeding.
That's all. All over her fabric.
Mona, just don't
The
bleed on the fabric.
Yeah.
Why did
That's why I
think
got
it
a
was
couple
17?
Band-Aids. I won't be working on my teapots until I'm sure it's not going to bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that
Haley
coming?
That knows to
Haley
yourself.
put the Band-Aid on for me. I got all the pieces cut for the teapots finally.
Pretty
Did
fabric.
you?
God,
Took
huh?
all morning. So I'm
You
gonna
might have her iron.
do one teapot
She's very
later.
interested in my ironing. You gonna take over the ironing job?
So Terry says bubble wrap.
Hello,
Judy.
Judy Herbert.
Bubble wrap girl.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Judy Hebert.
I've heard of people really cutting themselves bad on the rotary
Yeah, I've
cutter.
seen it cut off the tip
Yeah.
of the
I
finger.
grabbed it right at the end. I think if it wasn't for my nail, I probably would have cut part of it off, but it stopped
Yeah.
at the nail.
Mm.
That's what I did the first time I used the rotary blade, and I learned real quick.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I've cut myself before changing it, but never using it.
Right.
And I even say to myself, close the blade. But how it got underneath the ironing board, I'll never
See?
know.
That's what happens.
Obviously, I put it there.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I was moving mine out of the way, and I didn't realize I didn't close it. So
You lay stuff
Yeah.
everywhere.
that was when I first
I
started.
try to keep one at my cutting board and one near my sewing machine.
Yeah. I have
So I
one.
kind of do that, and I always kind of lay them far away so I
Yeah.
see them. You know.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
I
I
might have to
just-
move this ironing board somewhere else.
I just got in the habit of closing it.
Yeah, and I
I thought
always
I closed.
got in that habit
Mhm.
Big
of
old blister on the
luckily-
end of my finger.
closing it.
Luckily, it was caught on the leg of the little
Tension
ironing
Mickey.
board.
Well,
Yeah.
Why you keep getting sleepies in your eye? You wasn't sleeping.
I can't cut them that way.
Well, we're gonna have fun when she go to the vet. Let me tell you.
All right, let me make sure there's no blood on this
We have to
blade.
give her another bath before we go. She's still kind of stinky from the. I can't believe they kept this cute little family of dogs outside. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'll say.
And you probably have quite a bit of cold weather where you live.
Oh yeah, it's cold out there.
Yep.
You know.
Was it a breeder?
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. Yeah, it was a breeder. We're
I
supposed to
don't
get.
trust those people, man. I don't think.
Yes,
they
I got
treat
a
their
full
dogs
night's
very well.
sleep last night. She slept till 9:30. No, not a puppy mill, just some people that backyard breeders, I would call them.
Yeah, well, I picked up my Shih Tzu from one of those type of people, and when we went to go pick him up, they wouldn't let us in the house for one thing. We brought him in the front yard in a basket, and then we had to go get some money, and we came back, and he's running around in the backyard just full of mud. It's like, seriously,
Oh, gee.
Yeah,
They-
that's how this
they
one
seem
was.
a little shady to me.
Right. Yeah, that's how this was. I want to call them a backyard breeder because they had the dogs in a. Oh, I sent Mona a picture of how they had them in a kennel out in their backyard. I was like, that's crazy. So
That's
my husband and
sad.
I figured we rescued her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust those people at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. Make that much money off of a dog and then not even going to properly take
They
care of.
don't care, I don't think. I think they just, I don't know.
No, it's all about the money.
I have a cousin that breeds bird dogs or labs for honey. And I just think, oh man, it's just crazy with all these dogs that are in the shelter. And you're just out there breeding more and more dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
seems-
why I was looking for a shelter dog, but the shelters wouldn't even call me back.
Oh yeah.
They said that the dog that I wanted was in a what do they call it when they send it to someone's house to live?
Oh,
Like
home.
foster.
foster.
Yeah, they put her in foster care. Her name was Chelsea, a little Chihuahua. She
Aw.
was cute as could be, and I wanted her so bad, but they wouldn't contact me. They said, "Oh, the director or whatever will call you." Well, here it's been like 2 weeks, and she still ain't called me.
Mm.
That's a
That's
shame.
weird.
Because I would have rather adopted rather than. But I am glad. I'm very, very happy to have my little baby here.
Oh, it was meant to be.
Yeah, just to get her warm.
Yeah, I've never had a a poodle before or a
Oh.
chihuahua.
They're super
she's a-
smart.
They are
She's
smart.
a mini poodle. Yeah, I'm talking
They're
about
smart,
you.
lovable.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Sweet little baby. Yeah, now I'm kind of glad that my husband didn't let me get one before because then I wouldn't have had this one. Would have had a different baby.
I have two friends. They take a dog or two and foster it. And if someone
Yeah.
takes it, then they get another one.
I couldn't do that. I'd be a failed foster parent.
Yeah.
Yep, me
And
too.
so would I.
Well,
Be one of those
I'd
little
have
border
a-
ladies.
I'd have a horde of dogs. Yes.
I would have so many dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a
Me-
friend of mine she's such a dog lover. She has 3 dogs. And then she found out that these 12 little puppies were no longer going to be living the next day. So she took them.
Oh goodness.
So now she has a lot.
Yeah. That's what I would wind up doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they were going to put puppies down, I would definitely take them.
I would too.
Yeah. I've got my husband. We have a dog pen out in our backyard. Well, actually, we have 3, but we have a dog pen that we used to keep ducks in. And so he's going to bring it up by the house. So when I go to put her out potties, I can put her in there. I'm not leaving her in there or anything, but because he's like, oh, gonna need a dog kennel and everything else. But then I'm thinking, I go out there with her, so I might not even need him to bring that up here. What did she do with this block? How did I mess it up? I can't talk and cut pieces at the same time.
I can't either.
Me either.
Because if I do that, I'm making mistakes.
Yep, that's what I just did.
Yeah.
And then
Since we all
sometimes
have that
I
problem.
don't have extra fabric, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I did, just mess that one up. I must have just wanted red instead of pink.
Which one is it?
Right, Moxie May? Yeah, she was real good. She let me sleep all night long. I was so happy. And I did too. I was very tired. That's how I ended up with 4 dogs I fostered. I hear you, Terry.
Yeah, I had 4 dogs for a while, but they were all the same age and slowly passed away one after another.
Yeah, I was just not happy having a baby. Not having a baby. My son was hilarious when I told him I got a baby. He was like, "What?"
Talking about Mom.
He thought I actually meant a baby.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I bet he thought it was like a real human
Yeah.
baby.
He was like, "What did you do, Mom?"
Now I have one daughter, her and her husband went through classes to be foster parents.
Yeah.
And they had 2 foster kids, but they lived in a small town because the mom was on drugs and stuff.
Oh my.
Well, a year or 2 later, the judge gives these 2 kids back to the mom.
Mm.
And she was so distraught and upset. She says, never again will I be a foster parent.
It happened to a friend of ours too. A couple of them actually.
And she's still on drugs and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And still not taking care of the babies.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said. I would have had a whole lot more children had I been financially able to take care of them. But I'm not one to let my kids do without. Yeah, my son will tell you that he got everything he ever wanted and needed. And I would do without just so he had. Oh, that's what I did before. But that's what you do for your kids, take care of them.
Yeah. But she says, I just can't handle that,
Right. I just tried to give mine more than what I had when I was growing up. Because I think my parents had way too many kids. They couldn't take care of us like they should have.
I made mine work for it.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we had to do all the house cleaning, everything while my mom sat on the sofa and didn't do anything. I mean, we did the cooking, cleaning, everything. Mom never did nothing. But
Now,
I
when
mean,
my kids were teenagers, they had to get like a part-time job to pay for their car insurance. We made them do that,
Right.
but we provided them, like with a used car.
Yeah, we bought our one stepdaughter a car when she was living with us because I didn't want to be hauling her around. But she had
Yeah,
to get a job to pay for her car insurance.
yeah,
Well, little smarty pants thought, oh, they'll pay for my car insurance because she had a cell phone and she didn't want to. She had to pay her phone because her pappy got the cell phone for her, and if she didn't pay the cell phone, then he wouldn't let her have the cell phone. He would take it away and turn it off. So little Miss Smarty Pants, she said, "Oh, well, that's fine. I'm not going to pay my car insurance this month." So I said, "Fine." I went out, took the coil wire off of her car because she don't know nothing about cars, except to put gas in it and go. The coil wire off of it. She went to start it, and I said, "You're going to have to ride the yellow cheese mobile," is what she called the school bus. And she said, "Why?" And I said, "You didn't pay your car insurance." "Well, you and Dad did." And I said, "That doesn't matter. And you have to pay it."
yeah,
And I said, if you're not going to pay your car insurance, you're not driving the car." So she called her dad at work, and because I told my husband I was going to do that, and he said, "Well, what did Susan say?" So, so she told him. He said, "Well, that's exactly what's going to happen," because he would stand behind me
yeah.
when that would go on. She lived with us for about a year, and oh my gosh, it was the worst year of my life.
Well, my kids in this little community we live in, when a lot of them turned 16, their parents would give them a brand new car.
Right.
And within 6 months, they'd be wrecked. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she picked that car out that she wanted it. Well, then right after that, my husband went and bought me a Mercury Cougar. It was like a sporty looking car. It
Uh-huh.
wasn't the big Mercury Cougars that they used to have. Well, I guess she had showed him the car at the car lot because she wanted it. Well, he went and looked at it and brought it home and brought it up to me at work and said, "What do you think about this new car?" I said, "No, you're not driving around in that, Mr. Smarty Britches." I thought he was going to buy it for him. I said, "No, you're not riding around in that." And he said, "Well, I was going to get it for you." I said, "Oh, okay." But oh, she got so mad because she wanted that car. And she was mad at me. I said, "I didn't buy it. Talk to your dad about it." And
Yeah,
well, he picked it out, but he told me I had to make sure and keep my job and make the payments on it.
yeah. I
And
think the first car we bought for our oldest daughter, it was a Toyota Celica hatchback.
yeah, yes, and not a little sporty car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jessica got so mad at
But
me.
but they were fine with doing that because
Yeah.
they were glad to get something to drive.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, Jessica picked out her car. She went and found it. A friend of hers, grandmother owned it, and it had very few miles on it. And I don't remember what happened to her grandma, but Jessica wasn't. I mean, she drove it. Then she decided she didn't like it, and
hi, Jordan.
I was like, "Well, that's on you." So
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't pick the car out. Nothing. But it had a few little problems, and her dad fixed it 'cause he's pretty handy with stuff. But she decided she didn't want that car, and I was like, "Well, sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yeah.
At least you got something to ride around in." Well, then the mom turned around and tells me that we better start saving our money because there's 4 kids behind her. I said, "Well, those kids live with you, Abby. That's on you. That's not on us."
Yeah.
And she got so mad at me, so she called my husband and told him. And he said, "Well, What did Susan tell you when you told her? Said, that's on me because they're here. And he said, exactly. I pay you child support. That's not your bar money. Because that's
Yeah.
what she thought her money was. Because the kids didn't even live with her, but we had to pay child support
Mm.
many years. Yeah, she was one of those that didn't take care of her kids either.
Well, one of my daughters, she was out living on her own, and she tried to talk me into co-signing for her a car.
God damn.
And I was divorced at the time, and I said, well, that means if you don't make the payment, then I'm responsible. And I already had a car payment. I said, I can't handle two of them. Oh, Mom, that's not what that means.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it
she
does.
goes to her dad, and her dad is willingly to co-sign. Well, all at once, several months later, the bank calls him and says they're going to repossess it the next day if he doesn't come and, satisfy the bill. So he had to go up there and satisfy the bank. And then he went to go get the car. He said it needed new tires, it needed new brakes, it needed an oil change. And he drove it for a couple months and he put it up and sold it. So I think he learned a lesson about what co-signing means,
Mm-hmm.
She tried to tell me, oh, Mom, that's not what that means.
Yeah, I would never ask my parents to co-sign for me. Never.
Yeah. But she didn't have, good enough credit to get it on her own. So, but I'm like,
I co-signed my daughter.
No, I'm not doing that.
I did because she had good enough credit, but she didn't have enough income.
Yeah.
So I just had it put in both our names.
And it went exactly how I thought it would go, so.
Right. Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it for somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends on, if they're responsible or not. If they're not, then.
Yeah, she is. She's very responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, not me.
You have nope. I mean, she got 2 years of college done when she was in high school, so she's a go-getter. My God, I got enough dust in here for a.
This is the same kid that we paid for her to go to Oklahoma University for a year and live in the dorm and all that. And then she kind of flunked out because she was partying too much. So we're like, nope, we're done paying for college. You're on your own. So she goes along, gets married, then goes back to school and has to pay for all of it on her own.
Sometimes you have to learn those lessons.
Yeah, you have to learn the hard way.
My Band-Aid stuck on my thread thing.
The what?
My Band-Aid stuck on the little thread catch on this machine. I don't know how I'm going to get it off without cutting something.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
And it is on your left?
Yeah, but I use both hands.
Yeah. Well, that'd be good, though. I mean, if you're right-handed, it's not on that one. When you do, like, say, cutting fabric.
Well, I don't know if I'll be cutting anything for, well, yeah, no. Maybe just the blocks for the sew along. That's it.
Yeah.
So how's the so long going?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty much doing it on their own, so.
Yeah, I mean, people have been showing their blocks and talking about them.
We don't have to mail them or nothing like last time. Right. So that's good.
And you just kind of make the ones you want, but they give a easy one and then a not so easy one.
You want the next one? What it's going to be? No.
Sure.
Don't tell anybody.
Oh, I won't. I promise.
Sure.
Three.
I got thread all over me.
No, I don't.
Well, I
Yeah, we
think,
were
I
out.
think it's time to get off.
Yeah,
We
Accomplish
were out.
something
I
else.
need to go eat some lunch, and it's almost 2:30.
I
I
know.
know. I
It's,
haven't lunch yet either.
we haven't either. 3:30. It's 3:30 here.
Is it?
Yeah, we were. Well, we went out. I went out to dinner the other day and was in the restroom. Looked down. I had thread pieces all over me.
That happens to me.
You need to
I need
carry
to
a
put one of those. I need to
carry
put
a
one of
lint
those sticky
roller.
rollers in my
Carry a
car.
lint roller with you all the time.
Yep. Or change my clothes before I leave the house.
We'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Friday. Bye.
I think I'm gonna go to.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
We're getting off.
No, everybody else is, so we might as well. Unless you want to still sew till 4.
Okay.
Hi, Slayard.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Good afternoon,
just gotta-
Shannon. Well, got those blocks cut. Oh, this one gonna be pretty. At the cannon jars.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, very cute.
I got them very colorful. Oh,
At least
I was
in
like,
the
how am I
awkward
gonna do
color.
that? Square. Oh, 1/8 square.
I'm just going back to make sure I didn't miss anything.
It's my
I'm
fabric.
sure I did. The chat was flying. Thank you, Jordan, for sharing me out. The Jay Jordan, he has an exercise channel.
This
You
is
do a lot more.
Vintage Farm Girl.
Hi, Ruck of all. Hi, Carrie. Yes, Diane K. There's a Zoom tomorrow at 1.
Yeah, I've been waiting to do this for a year. Been collecting for it. Sorry, Mona.
Yeah, because I think Gladys is coming on at 4 today.
Yeah. At 5 our time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's for her. She's in Texas, so she's an hour behind us. Yeah, I got my dinner cooking. All I got to do is add in my veggies and the noodles after the veggies cook.
Well, that's
I
good.
burnt my finger earlier. Okay, I need 1.5 and a 1-inch. Oh, open this guy up.
All right, I'm gonna close this.
Waste on the fabric. Add a 12. Cut a little bit longer. Alright. Well, now she's being quiet. I guess that's all she wanted. Sit up here in my chair. Got me trained already.
Yeah, they do. Doesn't take them long, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I was worried when I was ironing that, and she was trying to see what I was doing, but as long as she kept her nose back and I didn't have to, she didn't burn herself. Oops.
I don't know why my shoulders keep falling. Or
2.
oh, you didn't even sew that on there, you big dummy.
3.
All right, where's my
3.
seam ripper?
Oops,
Here's one.
4. 5. Oh wow, this ain't gonna be enough. 6. Is that 1.5? 6. Yep. 7. That's weird.
What happened?
3, 6, 9, 12. See, 2, 4, 6, 8. Got 8 pieces here. I need 12. Cut them off of this end. Oh, that's because they're not 1 inch. Oh my gosh. Trying to think of stuff sometimes ain't so easy.
I know how that goes.
I was thinking I had to cut 12 1.5 inch squares. Oh, an inch or 12 inches will cut that. No, not quite.
All right. Now, let's do this.
Oh, yeah, I cut that one too
Over
wide.
there. All right, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I just had to order me some more fabric from Back Quarter Shop, Lori Holt background fabric. Just in case I don't have enough.
That way.
9. You're okay, sweetie. But I don't want you sleeping up here all day.
Hmm?
I'm telling her I don't want her sleeping all day. She'll keep me up all night. 3, 5, 6, 7,
Hi, Glenda.
9, 10. Okay, I need 2 more. 10. Okay. Yeah, so I need more of that. Oh, the other one's 1 inch.
Just going the other way. Ooh. That has a snag in it, so we are gonna go over some.
Yeah, this is gonna be such a pretty quilt. Like the blocks. Oh. Somebody's cage is in my way. Wild girl here.
Oh crap!
Wild girl.
I go over and I had the stitch length off. Gosh darn it!
So one. What do I do here? Twelve 1-inch squares. No, that must be 2 inches. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, you working on them Royal Crown bags again?
Yeah, I want this out of my area.
Didn't is this another batch?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I gave my mom hers for Christmas. Oh, this is a new one.
Gosh. Am I disturbing you?
Me?
No.
Uh-oh.
No. I think he's moving because I'm
Oh.
moving around in the chair. He's like, hold still, woman. Two. Wow, these are little tiny blocks. 1 inch squares. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yep. 3.
Oh crap! I'm supposed to be. Oh well. I'm supposed to be quilting this on the thing, not sewing it together.
4. 5.
Well, I'll just quilt one great big thing. I won't before I sew it together. That's all. No big deal.
What are you
Well, I should
making
put
out of it? 6,
A bag.
7.
Here, let me.
For your
See, it'll
uncle?
be- No, this is for somebody that owns the bar that gave them the bags. They're having
Oh.
some kind of drawing or raffle for charity or something. So I'm just making it for the raffle.
Oh, now this
Yeah.
one worked out.
The other one just seemed to go along much easier than this one because I don't remember how I made the last one. So they're just going to have to deal with whatever comes out. That's what they get.
I'm sure they'll be
That's all.
happy with it. Probably better than what they would make.
I would hope. But now I can just cut out one big piece of foam and just quilt it all.
B and C. Okay, B is 1.5. C is 1 inch. Oh,
There.
A, B, C, D, E. Oh, got all my fabric chopped up
So
for that block.
yeah, gotta clean up all this. I'll just put it in a pile.
Okay, so cut the lid strips into 6. 6. Oh, I was thinking I had to make 12 of them. Let's go on both sides. Well, is that going to be enough? 11. Oh, okay. I did mine a little bit
I
longer.
might have to do a gusset on the bottom. Yes, you're gonna have to.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Just
That's all right.
happened to turn around at the right time. My iron was blinking at me.
Oh,
Hi, Maureen. Maureen leaving. Oh, she probably already left 4 minutes ago. She said that.
hi Liz Tribideau. Hi everyone. Anybody that's came in, sorry if I missed you.
Hi, Liz Tribideau.
It's kind of hard to keep up with the chat and with everybody talking. Even if you can't really say anything unless you interrupt them.
Right.
But I try to say hi to everyone. All right, you know what? I am not cleaning up this mess. I'm just going to throw it over there. Now,
Yeah, are
now
those
I gotta
bags? Do those bags like shed?
Yes. That's why I put the SF101 on the back before I quilt it onto the foam. And then which doesn't take long to quilt because I just do squiggly lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I still have to cut out the lining. This one's going to be totally different from my mom's because I don't know how I made hers. I just remember piecing a bunch of stuff together and I knew exactly what size she wanted. Well, I don't anymore. So,
What did they say? They wanted it like her?
well, they just said if I asked if I could make them one.
No. Well, see.
And I told her, I said, well, it won't be like yours because I don't remember how I did yours.
Yeah, I think they'll just be happy with getting the bag to raffle off.
Yeah.
What I would
Bye,
think.
Maureen. Hi, Joanna
And,
Walker.
and if they don't like it, they can make their own.
That's true.
Right. Yeah, because when somebody doing something for you for nothing, I mean, you didn't ask them for the bags, did you?
No.
See?
No, I don't want nothing to do with them.
Right.
I don't want to make Crown Royal anything. Now my brother, he's saving up because he wants a Crown Royal quilt. And I says, I told you, you only had one quilt in your life, and I made your denim quilt.
Right.
Well, can't you just? I go, well, you're going to probably need 300 or 400 bags. I said, so I'm waiting until he has to save for a long time. But I would do it for him. And I said, and I'm not quilting it. I said, he can just pay to have it sent out and be quilted.
Right. But begrudgingly, you'll do it though, right?
Yeah. That's like my mom. She wants stuff fixed. I don't know how to do that. Yes, you do. No, I don't. I don't want to do repairs.
Right.
My grandmother loved to do that, Grandma
Right.
Elsie, and so that's what I tell her. I'm not Elsie.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I don't mind fixing anything. Now my husband might argue with you because instead of fixing his pajamas, I will go buy him a new pair. I've got so many pairs of his pajamas that need repairs on them, and I just go buy him a new pair. And he's like, why can't you fix those? Well, because it's not like pajama breeches are expensive,
Right.
But like if he has pants that are too small for him, I would take the seams out. He had a whole bunch of dress pants, and I would take all the seams out of them and redo them for him because dress slacks are expensive. But I ain't doing that to a pair of pajamas. That's just crazy. Right, Moxie May? Oh, she must like this side. I leaned up and she's tucked over here on the other side. I looked over here, she was gone. Oh, we got the reason I had to go on a fabric diet is because my husband wanted to save money to put a new roof on the house. And so I'm still going to save money, but this guy called him yesterday. I think it was yesterday on the phone and said, if I can get you a free roof on your house and you not have to pay for it, would you be willing to do that? My husband says, yeah, but I don't believe you. You don't get nothing for free. And
right.
So the guy come over today, and what the deal is, they want to, sorry, I moved my table. Boo, boo, boo.
That's all right.
But he come over today and checked it and everything. And he said what they're going to want to do is they will contact the insurance company for us. And because, I mean, heck, we've been paying our insurance like forever on this house. And so he's going to send it through with the insurance to get us a new roof. So,
well, that's good.
But we'll pay the difference to get a metal roof put on because I think those are so cool. The steel roofs, I think they called.
Hi,
Especially
Glenda.
when it rains. Especially when you're laying in bed and it's raining. Been
Yeah.
watching and listening for a while. Hey, glad to hide. Yeah, so hopefully we get a new roof. But I'm still on a yarn diet, but I don't have to be. I mean, a fabric diet. I put myself on a yarn diet years ago because I don't need no more fabric, no more yarn. Yeah,
Hi,
actually, I
Cruising
don't
is
need
fun
no more fabric
anytime.
either. Sorry. My husband said it was cold out here. He's crazy. Okay, subcut the lid, strip unit into 6. 4.5. Oh, why are you kicking me? Huh. Wonder why they had me make that so big. Oh, I guess it's not much over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not a whole lot bigger. Okay. And how many inches? 4.5. 2, 3, 4.5. I'm not very good at reading a ruler. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get that many out of here.
Close that blade. It's too close to your face.
Huh?
I said, close your blade. It's too close to your face.
It is closed.
Oh, that scared me. I'm like, no. One thumb is enough. We don't need it. Your cheek slice.
I'm sitting here looking at this thing. I'm like, there's no way I can make this many out of it. Well, guess what? I'm supposed to cut 1.5 inches, not 4.5 inches.
Oh,
I was like, how can I cut 4.5 inches out of this? No, I'm supposed to cut 1.5 inches. Oh, because they lay sideways. Oh, okay. The lid's like that. This is the background fabric and the lid. Okay. I have myself all mixed up here.
yeah. I chopped all my hair off last night because this piece was hanging and it kept getting my face. So I just went crazy and chopped it all off. But now I got to make an appointment, go in and get it evened up.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. If I'd want, well, I used to cut my hair. I had a short hairstyle for quite a few years because for like 5 years, my hair was like super thin because I was going through radiation treatment, and so my hair wasn't growing real good. So I just would go in the bathroom and cut it, and it looked good. I went to the beauty shop one time, go get it straightened out, and the lady said, "Oh, who cut your hair? It's really good." She said, "It's been a long time since somebody come in and their hair was cut this good." I was like, "Oh, well then guess what? I saved myself some dollars then." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I cut it." She's like, "No way." She did not believe me. I cut my own hair. But I did. It would start getting a little long and I would chop it off.
Yeah, tomorrow I can quilt that. That won't involve any cutting or hurting. I'll do that tomorrow on my Zoom or.
It's
I'm
been
going on.
years since I've gotten a professional haircut.
I'm going on Donnell's tomorrow at 10 in the morning. That's a little early for me. Might still be in my pajamas. I don't know. I'm going to have to set the alarm.
I had that much left over. I did cut
well,
a little bit. I did cut a little bit long because I was worried about sometimes my measurements aren't real accurate. Last night I had to redo this because I don't know what happened. I cut the pieces, the measurements I was supposed to, and it came out 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. It's supposed to be 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. And I cut it exactly how they said. So then the next one that I did earlier, that I was working on earlier, I cut the pieces just a little bit bigger. So I don't know how that didn't work for me last night, but whatever. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm making 6 jars. Want to see my colors?
Yeah.
My jars. Here's one.
That's pretty.
Yeah, they're 6 different colors. There's one.
Oh, that's pretty.
Here's one. Now, this is old Lori Holt fabric I've been hoarding away.
Oh, that's going to be pretty.
And that one.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, see, it pretty much close matches, color. Oops, the color sequence of hers. I got to get the directions out of there.
Very pretty.
Yeah. So, okay. got a snowball. So what they call it when you sew a little corner on the edge of it?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I got to do with my tea quilt teapot because it's not paper pieced. It's all like stitch and flip or whatever they call it. Snowball.
Oh, that's what I
So
need to do.
I'll probably
Mark.
do that Sunday morning before I get tired. I want to get at least one done. I cut all the white for all the pieces, but I didn't cut the other pieces for the second, third, and fourth teapot. Just one.
Huh, I lost a ruler.
Oh, I can never find my stuff after.
I found it. I had it over here. I had this little box that got so much stuff in there, and I don't even ever use it, and I don't ever look in there. I don't even know why I got it. I need to put it away. All my things are in there. Yeah, this makes a big difference, pinning and drawing lines on my pieces.
I draw lines, but I usually don't pin. Unless it's, something one spot where I really want it to line up.
Right.
But usually I don't.
Well, Tracy
And
Louise
like that
taught me
bag, there's really no measurements. I just keep sewing on to it and then cutting it to even it up until I get a size that looks like a bag.
Thank you, Beverly. Yeah, Tracy Louise taught me. She's taught me a lot with quilting, and she pins. If I don't pin or anything, it comes out a whole lot better when I pin it. And I think that what happened with that blue block. I didn't pin it. I just went willy-nilly and I even drew my lines.
I don't mind using the little clips, but I don't like to pin. But yeah, I'm gonna have me a big salad when I get off of here. Oh, it's almost 4. We got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I need to get me some lettuce and things next time I go to the store. I've been hungry for a salad. Then at the restaurant we go to, they wanted like $8 something for a tossed salad. And what's my husband call it?
Here.
My husband call it a honeymoon salad. Lettuce alone.
Oh. Yeah, ours are like 12, 14, 18, 20. Depends what you get on them.
Right. No, this is just a tossed salad. This is just a tossed salad at the diner we go to.
Oh, geez, that seems pricey.
Yeah. I mean, most of their food is very reasonable, but that's a bit extreme for a salad. So I said, well, for that much, I can go buy all the stuff and have mini salads at home. Got 1 more minute, Mona. We can go now if you want. We didn't have to stay on till 4.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Toodles,
Take care.
Toodles. See you tomorrow, everybody. Whoever's coming over to the Zoom.